Live. Hello everybody, my name's SilverViper21 and welcome to The Raven Remastered. This game is supposed to be a, what's the word? Like I think, hey, how's it going? When you're stuck, you can get some hints in the notebook. Oh, good. I'm gonna need about how many? About 30. This is The Raven Remastered. I think it's supposed to be some sort of story-based game where you try to solve a crime scene from like this guy that was called The Raven. Yes, music, thank you for being very dramatic now.
The Raven's heir. Soon as one of them's caught, another one takes his place. Hey, Harold, have you read this? Harold?
Hey, thanks, man.
Harold?
I don't know where Harold is. What are you talking about?
Harold? You hear me?
No.
This is no time for fun and games.
Look, maybe Harold had the night off.
Shh! Calm down. I'm a copper. We're on the same side.
A copper? What are you doing here? And where's Harold?
Harold? Well, there's another guard back there unconscious. That's probably him. The Eye of the Sphinx. Where is it?
It's there.
Oh, good. Then he hasn't got it yet.
You mean the Raven's heir?
Shh! Turn it off. He's gonna steal the eye.
But how do you know?
Doesn't matter. All that matters is that we catch him. Do you understand?
Yeah, but...
Do you understand? You and me, mate. We'll be heroes. All right, now, we just have to...
What?
What?
Halt! Stop! You're under arrest!
Just stand there talking, let him steal things. Yeah. Good job, copper. And then they say, stop, this is the police, and I get blown up somehow. GG. The artwork is really good in this game. I just have talked about the artwork and graphics and stuff. That pops up. feel like I'm back in time. Back in those times. Wait, I want to go back. I want to read the newspaper. That's not me.
Hands up!
I surrender.
I don't have time to play. I'm on duty.
Come on, you can have a little fun. Oh, screw you, kid.
You're funny, but you don't look like a real cop. You don't even have a revolver.
Who is he? Who are you? Toy. Yeah, who
What's
are
your
you?
name, boy?
My name is Matthew Miller,
And where are you from, Matthew Miller?
from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. But my mom and I live in England now. She's taking care of some rich old lady. We're on our way to Venice at the moment. We're taking a cruise on a big ship.
Impressive. You've already seen half the world. I've spent my entire life in Switzerland.
Must be really boring.
Thanks. Why do you have a toy gun on this train? I might have to arrest you.
And what's with the gun? What do you need it for?
It's the Raven. He was gunned down, so now I need a pistol.
Dead birds don't need guns. Nor do live ones.
You don't know who the Raven is, do you? He's the
You.
greatest burglar ever. He stole paintings from the Louvre and those priceless eggs with gold and diamonds and stuff. And Bobby Dobbs says he replaced the crown jewels with rhinestones.
Bobby
I
Dobbs.
know who the Raven was. Although I don't quite buy that bit about the crown jewels.
Burglar in
You do know these days there are thieves far more dangerous than your old Raven. 2 days ago, a precious ruby was stolen from the British Museum. There was an explosion. A guard was severely injured.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what the papers say?
Look, man.
You talk too much, Constable.
Zellner,
Who
monsieur.
are?
Anton Jakob Zellner.
Oh,
Or did he pull a gun on you?
No, monsieur.
Get a move on.
yes, sir.
Inspector Legrand, it's a great honor to work with a celebrity like you.
We appreciate the support of the Swiss police.
Why you kind of look
But
like Sherlock Holmes?
It'd be better if you'd remain seated and keep an eye on things.
Like, I would like
But
to help.
monsieur, surely I can be of assistance, somehow. I saw a safe being loaded.
We have everything under control. If you'll excuse me, I'll be in the first freight car at the back of the train for the rest of the trip.
I'm not here to enjoy the beautiful scenery. I am a good observer, and I have finally honed powers of deduction.
Thanks to that?
I watched the people on the platform in Zurich. I know, for example, that man over there is a violinist.
That would be more impressive if there weren't a violin case next to him.
And I believe
Look.
that the gentleman in the next carriage is a German doctor on his way to Italy to take up a new position.
And what gives you that idea?
There's the rod of Asclepius engraved on his cufflink. And he's carrying a German-Italian dictionary.
Maybe he's just taking a holiday in Italy, following in Goethe's footsteps.
Too much luggage. And no, he's not retiring to Italy either. The suitcases are too shabby for me to believe that he can afford to retire in his late 50s.
All right then, Constable
Zellner.
Constable
I would-
Zellner. If you're such a clever fellow, what am I doing on this train?
Ah, crap. You're not on holiday. Oh, shoot. You're guarding. You're searching for someone.
I think you're looking for someone.
You're just guessing. If I were looking for
Shut
someone, I wouldn't spend the trip cooped up in a freight car, now would I?
Well, that would seem to indicate that you're guarding something.
And what might it be?
Money, a jewel, whatever's
I
inside
really
the safe.
couldn't say. But it must be very important.
Why is that?
Because you are very important. They wouldn't have assigned the case to you if it were just a trifle.
Let's assume that we really are transporting something very important.
This is
on
great. They make me sound smarter than
And
I
let's
actually am.
assume that it really is my job to see that it arrives safely. Then why isn't the train crawling with police?
You don't want to arouse attention.
Evident. But why not?
Yeah. Well, more men are unnecessary, or it's a trap.
There are enough police on this train as it is. If there were more, they'd only get in each other's way.
I can assure you that I'd pack every seat in every carriage of this train with police, if it were a matter of deterrence.
Why?
You're
This
saying
is just a target.
don't want to scare off potential thieves? Ah, you're laying a trap.
That would explain why it's just me, and not the army, n'est-ce pas? All the same, I can't comment on your speculation. Your deductive powers leave much to be desired.
That guy
I
in the
think
back
we'll
has
get along
Tourette's.
fine without you.
You won't.
Won't? Pardonnez-moi.
I can help, and I will help. You're in my country, and I've been ordered to assist you. And that's exactly what I'll do, whether you like it or not.
Not so bright, but stubborn. Your commitment speaks volumes, Zerna. But this
Sounds
is
about
my
right
show,
for me.
and I don't need you. Bon voyage.
But how do you know?
I've also made the assumption that you're a dick.
Oh, hello.
You cheated.
I did what?
I saw you talking to the German doctor on the platform. He told you everything himself, and you were just pretending to put two and two together.
Shut
And
up.
what of it? Do you know who that is? That's Inspector Nicholas Legrand. You have to impress him if you want to work with him.
I'm going to tell on you.
You'd
No.
really tell on me? To the very policeman who shot your dear Raven?
Whoa, it was him?
Mm-hmm. Hunted and killed Europe's most famous burglar. That's how he got his start.
I won't tell him a thing.
I wouldn't either. All right, Matthew. I have to do my work now.
Everyone calls me Matt. Well, except for my mom. She calls me Maddie, as if I were a little kid.
I thought.
Whether
Kid.
Legrand wants my help or not, I'll keep my eyes open. Maybe I can change his mind.
Do you want to learn about the game's control? Yes, tell me more. To examine an item, move next to it with the left stick. Use the right stick to select it and press X. Select a sandwich. Sandwich, paper towel. Paper on the table.
This morning, I thought I wouldn't be hungry because of all the excitement.
But
Thankfully, I bought a sandwich with me anyway.
if you select the sandwich paper again, you will see the symbol displayed has changed, and the text at the bottom of the screen says, "Take the sandwich paper." Press X to take the sandwich. To pick it up. Don't forget the apple core. Let me guess, it's going to tell me to take the apple core. Very good. Now press triangle. This opens the inventory. Alrighty. Yeah, it's just like 4 minutes till 2 here. I'm like, I'll start streaming, but I'll see you in a bit. As that Constable Zellner is carrying. He's gonna stay. Use left stick to select the sandwich paper and press X. Okay, we're just going to keep that in our inventory. Open the inventory again, select the paper, the sandwich paper, and press circle to examine it.
I wrapped the apple core in the sandwich paper. That way I can carry it without making a mess of my trouser pocket. Still, I'd prefer not to have to carry them all day.
Of course, you can Also select. Also use the items inside the inventory with each other. Select the paper napkin with X, and then select the sandwich paper. Okay, select that.
The napkin came with the croissant I bought at the train station. A guilty pleasure. I don't need that either.
I swear to God, if you put it back. How big is that napkin? Let's get rid of it. Dump the litter from your inventory into the ashtray. Why?
Every table has its own wastebasket. Practical. No need to ever leave your seat.
Yeah.
Every table has its own wastebasket. Practical. No need to ever leave your seat.
That, what? Okay. That wasn't too hard, was
All
it?
right.
I was reading. That was not a wastebasket, that was an ashtray. Why? Every table has its own wastebasket. Just not put it in the wastebasket, we'll put it in the ashtray. Oh my God, I can move.
The large map shows the different routes of the Orient Express. This train began in Paris and ends in Istanbul as usual.
Where?
Unfortunately, it will make most of its journey without me.
Oh shoot, what'd I do?
This is the first car. The coal tender should be directly beyond this door, and in front of it, the engine.
I like how I'm just standing there, just like talking.
The violinist is a good-looking fellow, and he's traveling through the most beautiful mountain landscape of the world. One can only hope that his violin is better tuned than he.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Really? Who are
If I'm
you?
not mistaken, you're a violinist.
That's true.
A wonderful instrument. The violin music touches the soul.
That's why I learned to play it.
Really?
Do you play in an orchestra?
No, orchestras aren't really part of my world.
A solo violinist. The best soloists travel a great deal and make a pile of money, or so they say.
In that case, I'm probably not one of the best.
Really? I want to hear it.
Are you traveling to Istanbul non-stop?
No. I'll transfer in Venice to a ship. I'm on my way to Cairo.
Cairo?
I'm performing at the reception in the Egyptian Museum there.
I'm sure your recital will be a great success. But tell me, did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Anything unusual?
Persons acting suspiciously, for instance.
For heaven's sake, is there cause for concern?
Everything is in order, sir. We Swiss are just very cautious people.
I understand. No, I didn't notice anything.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very kind of you. Thanks. Oh, pardon me.
No problem. The uniform is waterproof. Mr.
Lucio.
Is it T?
Professor Edgar Lucio.
Oh, a professor.
I was just about to say that.
Are you a scientist? Do you teach at the Sorbonne?
No, I work at the British Museum in London.
You don't say. So, you were, shall we say, an eyewitness to the burglary 2 days ago?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Oh,
Why
no?
not?
Well, there was a lot of commotion, but I didn't really pay much attention to it.
There was
Why?
a break-in your museum And it didn't concern you?
Well, let's just say that nothing that's happened in the last 2,000 years concerns me.
Whatever you say. The famous Inspector Legrand is on this train. I imagine you know him.
No, should I?
You don't know him? And you also don't know what he's doing here?
No.
This guy is weird.
Why should I?
Just a thought. You're a representative of the British Museum. There's a guarded safe on the train.
I'm sorry.
Why are you giving
I don't
out
know
this
what you're trying to
information?
imply. And now, please excuse me.
May I ask where you are going?
Of course. To Venice. I'm going to meet some colleagues there.
Oh, Venice. A beautiful city, or so
You're
I'm
acting
told.
suspicious.
Indeed. But I really have to take my leave now.
Nope, I'm going to ask you one more thing,
Just one more
otherwise
thing.
you're under arrest.
Did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Here? On the train? No. I can't say that I have. Although I did spend most of the time in my compartment.
I don't want to take up any more of your valuable time, but you do understand, don't you, that what concerns me is the present, and especially the robbery at the museum.
Yeah, of course, of course. It's just... I'm in rather a hurry.
I
You'll
can't
get
see
in
your
touch if you
face.
notice anything unusual, won't you, Professor?
Of course, Constable. What's this?
What's the matter, sir?
The door. I can't open it.
Ah, we'll sort it out somehow.
Break it
The
in.
compartment is locked.
But I didn't lock it. I don't even have a key. I asked the steward. He was going to bring me one, but he never came back.
Someone locked it.
Find the steward. He needs to bring me the key immediately.
Calm down, Professor. I'll see what I can do.
You don't understand.
Oh, I
have
don't?
to get back in my compartment.
All right, just wait here.
Why are you being so suspicious?
You can easily lock the compartment door from inside by turning a little knob.
But I didn't lock it.
Professor, if
Nobody
you had
said
locked
you
the
did.
door from in there, you wouldn't be out here.
Welcome back.
That's true.
I don't believe that... It's no use. The bolt is too short to get a good grip on it. Perhaps a thoughtful conductor noticed that Professor Lucien wasn't in his compartment and locked it.
Alright, let's go find the stewardess.
The little label on the door reads Baroness von Trebitz. Blue
Oh.
blood on the Orient Express.
Yes, what is it?
Whoever that is, James, ask them whether they found my purse and then closed the door. The noise on this train is driving me crazy.
Well, why'd you take the train?
You're missing a purse. Was it stolen?
At the very least, I cannot find it, sir.
It was stolen.
When was the last time the Baroness saw her purse?
What?
In Zurich, on the platform, sir.
I just asked where you last saw your purse.
In Zurich on the platform.
Well, it's probably on the
James, tell him
platform.
that I still had it when I got out to stretch my legs.
The Baroness says...
Maybe you lost it there.
What?
The Baroness never loses anything, sir.
I never lose anything.
Very well then. I shall be on the lookout for your purse.
She's gonna say what again, isn't she?
If I might ask you a few questions about your fellow passengers.
I thought he was looking for my purse.
Go to the platform.
James, tell him to look for my purse.
The Baroness wishes that you search for her purse.
But couldn't we perhaps... All right. First, the purse. I will have a look around.
Thank you, sir.
Did I get roped into the... Why'd I knock on that door? God God. Yeah, banging on your door ain't gonna do nothing.
I don't believe it.
Who is... It's just...
I never thought I'd ever meet you.
Who?
Pardon me, but we'd prefer...
Prefer what?
It's all right, Miss Miller. I'd like to speak to the inspector.
Unfortunately, just a constable, Lady Westmacott. I'm reading The Vicarage in the Mirror right now, for the 5th time at least.
That's nice, Constable...
Zellner.
Author.
Anton Jakob Zellner.
This is my companion, Miss Miller.
How do you do?
May I ask what you're doing here? Are you on holiday?
Holiday? Yes, so to speak. The first and last holiday of my life.
Madam?
I've been writing since I was a little girl. It became my job, and now I've stopped. So, this must be a holiday.
You quit writing? Impossible. I have all of your books. Your Detective Partout is my favorite character.
Then I have bad news for you.
No.
I killed the old wretch off years ago.
I don't understand.
Why?
I'd rather not discuss my work, Constable.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
fine.
Yes, ma'am. Where are you
Are you
traveling?
traveling to Istanbul, Lady Westmacott?
No, we are on our way to Venice. From there, we will take a ship to Cairo. As
Everybody's
you
going to
know,
Cairo.
I have a penchant for archaeology. I fund a few excavations in Egypt. I traveled to Egypt by ship as a young woman. And now I'm doing it again as an old woman.
I see.
We could have done that as a middle-aged woman, too, but no.
As a writer, you must be very observant. Am I right? I mean, you have to study the behavior of people around you to create the characters in your novels, don't you?
I solved the mystery of human nature a long time ago, Mr. Zellner. Since then, most people just bore me.
Really?
Oh, thanks.
I had the impression you were eyeing me suspiciously as I came in.
What do you want to know, Constable?
Oh, God, there's so much stuff.
Did you notice the man who just walked into the next carriage with a cup of tea?
I did. He seemed nervous. He was waiting at the bar for the steward, and since the steward never appeared, he elected to help himself. He took 2 biscuits.
He seems pretty young, but he's
Wait.
already a professor at the British Museum.
Took 2 biscuits.
Interesting.
Yeah, he only had a cup
I'll
of
have
tea.
to talk to him later. Just out of courtesy, of course.
Of course.
That
Did you
one.
notice the blonde man with the violin case?
What are you fussing about?
Certainly did. He introduced himself and tried to make a good impression. People like him are drawn to wealth and fame, like moths to a flame.
But his charms failed on you.
I know him by name. David Kreutzer. He was a drain on my friend's purse.
Do you think he has a money problem?
People like him always have a money problem. No matter how much you give them, they always spend twice as much and complain that they have far too little.
Okay.
Did you notice anyone else? What about the doctor or the Baroness?
I notice that you've asked me about everyone, except for the inspector who went in the direction of the freight car a few minutes ago. Isn't that the Frenchman who made his name when he caught
I
the
have
raven?
no idea,
I
to be
wouldn't
honest.
quite say caught.
Well,
It
shot.
seems like one.
Why don't you ask me about him and my theory about what he's doing here?
Let me guess, I'm gonna
I
have
don't
to.
think we should discuss Inspector Legrand's investigation in public.
Legrand, right. That was his name. Will he save the day again? Or will you, Constable?
Me.
There's something else. A passenger's purse has gone missing. I suppose you haven't seen it.
I'm sorry, Constable Zellner. As you know, I only deal with murder, not burglary.
Have you asked my boy yet? Maddie is good at finding things.
I'll go and do that now. As much as I'd like to keep talking, duty calls.
You were right.
Madam?
I did observe you as you came in. You seemed so eager.
It's been a long time since I've had a chance to prove myself, madam.
And this is it. Your chance.
I do hope so.
Then grab it. Even small people can make big changes, as my
Keep
friend
looking up at
Ronald
me.
likes to say.
I shall do my best. Mrs. Miller made a good impression. She wanted to protect Lady Westmacott from me, a pushy admirer. Very diligent. But she does seem a little nervous and tense. I imagine she has her work cut out for her with Matt. And a difficult boss, from what they say. An extraordinary woman. Talented, intellectual, extremely rich, and the most successful writer of all time. Yet, they say she can be difficult on occasion, and that she's rather unhappy.
Why?
The steward must have forgotten the toothpicks. Normally, he would offer them discreetly
How
after dinner.
How long do you have to talk about toothpicks, man? Wait, hold on. I could probably use that to open the door. Can I run?
I suppose the steward won't object to me having a look around in his absence.
I went to open the window.
Butterscotch. I've loved them since I was a child. Their only drawback, they don't play nice with false teeth.
Oh, you're taking one.
Maybe if I just suck it.
Okay, dude, no.
The steward probably uses the scissors on hard-to-open packages. These days, nearly everything is sealed up tight. A colleague recently told me about dry powdered soup in small bags. I couldn't believe it. The pad on which the steward writes orders, empty. Maybe he didn't use it because there's not much to do today. I don't need the pad, but the pencil might come in handy.
Yeah, he's not using it.
Perhaps he keeps the compartment keys in there. Locked.
Of course.
Where could he be?
Maybe the key's in there.
The drawer is locked. And the steward probably has the key. But where is he?
I know,
The
it
drawer
does.
is locked.
Oh my
And
God, I
the
clicked
steward
the key.
probably has the key. But where is he?
I don't know, maybe he's unconscious somewhere.
A shortwave radio. It's amazing how small
Can't see
these
it
things
past
have
your
become in
fat.
the last 10 years.
Sorry, Constable. Take the radio. How do I... Why are you... This guy's wearing gloves. What?
I made the acquaintance of Dr. Gebhardt on the platform in
No.
Zurich.
Oh, that's a doctor.
Ah, Mr.
Zellner.
Silver.
Right. How can I help you?
Oh, God.
Tell me, did you notice anything suspicious here on the train or in Zurich?
You mean, except for the fact that my suitcase was stolen on the platform? No. Is there
yours
any
too.
reason to be concerned?
No, just routine.
Constable Zellner, please don't think I'm naive. I spotted the inspector from Interpol. Legarde is his name, if I recall correctly.
Legrand.
If you say so. At the train
Okay, he's a
station in
German
Zurich, he put a cash box
scientist
into
or
the
doctor.
safe, and
How?
then kept close watch as it was loaded onto the
Don't
train.
think he
Don't
would
tell me
talk
that
like
a man at his
somebody
pay
from
grade
Germany or
routinely tramps across the
Oh, he
Alps
sounds like he's
just
British.
to keep an eye on cash boxes.
A cash box? Like the ones you'd find in safe deposit boxes?
Precisely. And I believe we both have a good idea just what's inside.
No, that would be nice. That would be kind of cool, actually. But no, we're the detectives.
I do
this time.
indeed have a theory, but what's yours?
A ruby was stolen in London.
Would you
One
show
of
me
the
that?
legendary Eyes of the Sphinx. The second jewel, an emerald, is rumored to be in a Swiss bank vault, if I remember correctly.
No, it's not.
Both
I bet you it is
jewels
in that
were
vault.
supposed to be exhibited together in Cairo for the first time in 50 years. It does make one wonder.
Indeed. Any news about the robbery in London?
Quite something, wasn't it? It must have been professionals. The way they disabled one of the best security systems in the world. Most
best?
impressive.
People were injured.
Well, one cannot execute a robbery of that scale without collateral damage. It seems like the Raven has finally found a worthy successor. We can look forward to new and spectacular coups.
I'm afraid I won't enjoy his exploits this time around if the new Raven is so reckless.
That's your prerogative.
Wait, you enjoyed the old Raven?
Yeah,
what the hell's
boring
wrong with you?
newspaper.
You can take the section with the article on the burglary. You're interested in that bit, aren't you?
You got me out.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Dankeschön. There's something else. Do you know where the conductor is?
I'm
I'd
not
like to
looking
know
for the
that
conductor,
myself.
I'm looking
I
for the
told him to
stewardess.
search
What the-
for my missing suitcase in Zurich. He hasn't got back to me yet. He's probably in cahoots with the thieves and didn't bother getting back on the train. If we don't crack down on vermin like them, the rabble will rule the world one day.
Well, at the moment, we still don't know what really happened.
He is not here doing his job. That's bad enough.
Okay, last thing. Have you seen a
I
purse?
meant to ask. The Baroness is missing her purse.
A baroness? This train is really full of the creme de la creme. The queen of crime is over there, and now a baroness as well.
Have you seen the purse?
Unfortunately, no. Do you know Lady Westmacott?
Yes.
You were talking to her.
Well,
How
I'm
do
an
you know?
admirer
You're in a
of her
different
work.
car.
Like so many others. I once read in the newspaper that only Shakespeare and the Bible sell more copies than her crime novels.
I read that too.
She must be filthy rich. As a doctor, I'd have to work 1,000 years to earn that kind of money.
Auf Wiedersehen, Dr. Gebhardt.
Goodbye, Constable.
Auf Wiedersehen
It was a
to
pleasant
you
chat,
too.
Really.
No, I'm not gonna talk to him again. I talked to him for quite a bit. I am so glad it's not like I have to read the stuff. Where am I now? I don't know what I think it's like an older time. I think.
The ladder leads up to the roof. It will be suicidal to climb up there while the train is at full speed. The wind, tunnels. No, I'll stay down here.
I want to go up.
A box with a padlock. I suppose it contains tools for the train's crew, maybe for coupling and uncoupling the cars.
Nope, it has a
At
purse.
any rate,
I'm
it's
calling it.
positioned so that it's easier to reach from the ground than from up here. Locked.
Bang, bang!
God damn it, kid!
Have you gone mad?
I'll shoot.
Keeping
Hey,
it.
my pistol!
You'll get it back in Venice. I could have fallen under the wheels.
I thought you were a ghost.
Ghosts don't exist.
I'll
They
try.
do too. Once you flew past the window.
Yes, sure.
That was
Now
a bird.
Get moving.
Oh man.
Wait, Matt, get back here! They won't let me go up. I don't know why. They're being mean. Freaking Matt and what the? Oh, for fuck's sake. Could have been like, that was the car you were in. Go to this car.
I strongly suspect that the door is locked.
Oh, me too.
It's open.
I know. I thought it would have more stuff to do than this. Wait. Maybe.
Hello? Wow.
Don't move a muscle, you feathered fiend.
Feathered. Why am I
Put the gun down, Robert. If I may introduce...
You were that cop.
Constable Robert Oliver from the Yard. And this is the revered Constable Zellner of the Swiss police, who obviously couldn't control his curiosity.
So it is a trap.
I was right. You really do want to lure someone into a trap.
That's none of your business.
Get your business.
Perhaps
Shut up, fatty.
that someone recently struck in London.
And how would I bait my trap then?
With an eye?
Cheese.
An eye on its way from Zurich to Cairo.
Someone has done his homework. Well done, Constable.
I know. You like that. Like no brains, but he's a muscle.
I hope you'll acknowledge that I, as a Swiss policeman, can undertake investigations in my own country.
Are we still in Switzerland?
I could be your eyes on the train, as long as you're here in the freight car.
I was trying to... I'm calling it you. One of you is the Raven.
There is a certain Professor Lucien on the train. He's an archaeologist from London.
And what's his story?
Well, it seems someone locked him out of his compartment.
Locked him out?
Well, yes. The door is locked and he's standing outside without a key.
Was it locked from inside?
It may have been.
No, it was locked from
The
outside,
locked
stupid.
door could be important.
Professor Lucien plays an important role in this story. Well then, Constable Zellner, be my eyes and ears on the train and see that Professor Lucien gets back into his compartment. Report back to me when you're through.
My pleasure, monsieur. And then there's the Baroness. She's missing her purse.
Baroness von Trebitz. Interesting.
Indeed, sir.
But it has nothing to do with our case.
So I shouldn't concern myself with the matter.
Why not? It's your job as a policeman. But don't expect me to be particularly interested in a lost
Constable and the Yard. What is the difference here?
What do you know of this Raven's heir?
He tried to blow me up.
Robert, we don't know who we're dealing with.
Tried.
In any event, the new Raven is a more dangerous man than the old one.
How do you know it's a man? It could just as easily be a woman.
Or several men.
And anyway, how do you know that it's a new Raven?
Monsieur?
Never mind.
I go attend to the door now.
Good. And Constable Zellner?
Yes?
Don't bother us unless you have something new to report.
Of course. A thief might get anxious if there's too much activity in the freight car.
Exactement. Knock twice. Then we'll know that it's you.
Understood.
Don't bug us, fine. I won't bug you. Hey, boo-hoo! They get bugged.
An investigation on behalf of Legrand that takes
Can I
me
go up
one
the ladder
step
now?
closer. If I can convince him of my competence, I might even be able to see this case through to the end.
Wait.
The box is secured with a padlock.
Oh,
I won't be able to open it without a key.
Nobody knows where the keys are because that guy will not show his face. He's just kind of nice and peaceful. Okay, maybe the toothpick might work. No, I am not examining.
Oh, Constable?
What?
Yes, ma'am.
My son didn't make any trouble for you, I hope. It's just that he just walked past us, silent and seething. That's usually a sign that someone's laid down the law.
I'm afraid so. He played a trick on me, a rather dangerous one. The lad left me no choice but to take away his wooden pistol as a punishment.
I understand. And thank you. Maddie is a very lively child.
Kid, I have a
Sometimes
revolver
he needs
now.
A strong fatherly hand.
Where is Matt's father, if I may ask?
He's gone.
Gone where?
I understand.
I'm
Could
pushing
you
this.
leave Maddie's pistol here, perhaps? So you don't have to bother with it?
Of course. I told him he wouldn't get it back until Venice.
There you go.
Very well. Thank you again, Constable.
You're welcome. What do I got in my inventory? What the f... Where did I get pills? I got a toothpick. No, okay. Why? What the? I want to go this way. Why can't I go that way? No, sure, now I can. The key? What key? The drawer with the keys are locked. But... I swear to God, if he had the key the whole time, I'm gonna be mad.
The wooden toothpicks are packed into small paper wrappers.
Yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
unusual.
I don't know why. Why do we have pills? I don't know why. Alright, I got it. Hold on. Let me toothpick the door.
The bolt is too short to get a good grip on it. I'm at a loss without a key or a proper tool.
Proper tool is the toothpick or a pencil. Okay, maybe not. Let me try this way. Okay. Maddie, I'm sorry.
Should I ask for an autograph? That will be quite unprofessional. But on the other hand...
What did I do?
Hello, Matt.
Matt doesn't like me now.
Oh, come on. Are you going to be angry with me for the rest of the trip?
Until I get my pistol back.
I gave it to your mother.
Oh, man. Couldn't you have just raked me over the coals?
Would you have learned anything from that?
I didn't learn anything from this either.
Oh, snotty little kid, huh? Where the... What did I pick up? That is the wrong button. I do too, but apparently this guy wants to be a goody two-shoes. What did I pick up?
I like the book. It describes life in a small English
shut up.
village. The characters
Please.
are lifelike, and you can tell that it's based on the author's own experiences.
To be honest, that was my first thing I wanted to do. Maybe I can. No. Maybe I can. No. God dang it! I can't run. I get a feeling I'm gonna go back here. I have to go back here, get an autograph. Then I don't know.
Lady Westmacott.
Yes?
You're gonna hit me.
I was wondering if you might...
Sign your book, Constable Zelda?
I know the
If
key
it
matters,
isn't
but I
too
can't
much of
find
an
the key.
inconvenience.
Of course it's an inconvenience, but only a small one.
I got a pencil too. You want that?
You are welcome.
Thank you so very much.
Stole my line. Where the... Stewart! I swear, where... Look behind the bar. The keys
I
are
need a
in...
bit of wire or something like that to pick the lock.
Wait! Hold on. He said wire or something like... What? What? You...
I need a bit of wire or something like that to pick the lock.
Wait, was I supposed to go back to the... something wire or what do I got in my wallet? Pencil.
When I scratch the pencil's lead with the scissors, I get fine graphite powder. I won't get a Nobel Prize for the idea, but graphite powder will bring out fingerprints at a pinch.
Huh? Two pills. Pills no. Wait. Oh God, come on. Wasn't I told to go talk to that one guy and then go back? Where is the goddamn key? No.
Mrs. Miller?
No.
Yes?
I didn't mean to click on you.
Did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Oh, I'm afraid not. I was totally focused on my work.
She's always got an awful lot to do, my Mary.
You have to tell me if that's not all right with you.
Good Lord, child.
I know it is, and that guy's gonna be locked out of his room for a year.
Out of the ordinary.
No, Constable.
Goodbye, Mrs. Miller.
Goodbye, Constable.
Ms. Miller, I didn't mean to talk to you. Unless you have the key. I'm like falling asleep to this game now. Hello, Professor! Can I talk to you? What about you? Do you have anything? Do you have...
If I may trouble you once more...
I got an idea. Do you have some spare wire?
A passenger is missing her purse. Perhaps you've seen it.
So, there are thieves on the train.
It's been missing for some time now. Probably since Zurich.
The Swiss don't let go of money easily, do they? Oh, pardon me. No, I haven't seen the purse.
Yeah,
a good trip.
Thank you.
Can I have some wire? Wait, I got an idea. Matt. Have some butterscotch.
Would you like a butterscotch?
You think you can bribe me?
I have no reason to. You made trouble and got punished for it. Take it as a peace offering.
Just 4?
If I'm faster than you, there'll only be 3.
Hey!
Friends again?
Mm-hmm.
All right then.
Oh, thanks, man.
And no dangerous nonsense anymore.
Okay.
Do me a favor. Oh, God.
Tell
Find
me,
the steward.
Have you seen the steward anywhere?
Nope. He was walking around a little while ago, though.
Hopefully they didn't forget him in Zurich.
What's he supposed to do?
I'm looking for a key to open the compartment door.
Did you check his things behind the counter?
I'm sure the drawers will be locked.
Can't you break it open? Or pick the lock like the Raven?
Perhaps.
Because I have a
But I need a piece of wire or something like that.
Ask my mom. She has a lot of hairpins. She doesn't like the wind messing up her hair.
If I gave Maddie the candy, I could have done this a long time ago. Mother!
Your mother is Lady Westmacott's companion.
And I'm calling him Maddie when his name's
Yeah,
Matthew.
but it's not like you think. At first I thought, boy, you must be really wicked if you need to pay for friends. But the lady's really okay. A bit odd and really old. But other than that, she's great. She likes me.
The lady has peculiar taste.
Hey!
Sorry.
You and your mother, do you both live on Lady Westmacott's estate?
I'm only there for the holidays. Most of the time I'm at boarding school.
I imagine that's not very pleasant.
No, it's fine. I have friends there. You always have to be so quiet
Alright,
in
I'm
the
gonna
lady's
close
house.
my eyes
I'm not
and
allowed
fall
to bring any
asleep. And
friends.
I'm just gonna keep
Such
hitting
a
X.
big house with
Somebody
so
tell me
many
when it's
places
over.
to hide and no one to play hide and seek with.
You said it.
And how long has your mother worked for the lady?
2 years.
And your father? What does he do?
He stayed home. I used to go fishing with him and hunting. He even let me shoot a real gun.
And then?
Then Mom fought with him, and he left. I was 7.
Oh, and how old are you now?
In 8 months, I'll be 9 years years old.
And do you already know what you want to be when you grow up? A
I
burglar?
swear to God, if you said a raven.
No, we'll see. Maybe an actor.
Really? Well, I don't know. You need a lot of talent for that. I'm an actor in a theater group, you know?
You are?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I
and
play
I'm
a
one of the best
constable.
in our group, if I may say so. I get really deep into my roles, you know? I don't just talk like the character. I think like him. I become him. It's the only way to... Matt, are you okay?
He's allergic to butterscotch. Oh
I
no.
think you just have to be good at copying things to be an actor.
That wasn't bad. Disturbing, but not bad. The Baroness in the second compartment over there is missing her purse.
50 years later.
It could be.
It's probably
Do I
more
ever?
than that by now with frickin' Matt.
That guy over there with the violin case?
Yeah? What about him?
What about it?
He picked up something in Zurich and put it in his violin case.
Really?
Yeah, and he made sure that nobody saw him.
You saw him.
Uh-huh.
Did you also see what it was?
Give me the wooden pistol
not
back.
really.
Freeze,
now
fucker.
That I think of it, it must have been the Baroness's purse.
I should look into it, shouldn't I?
I think so.
So long.
So longer.
So, try to one-up me, kid. Jesus. Hey.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about it.
About the purse.
Ah, yes? Has it been found?
Someone saw you with your violin case on the platform in Zurich.
What's the meaning of this? I didn't steal anything.
Nobody said you did. I just wanted to ask you whether you might have noticed anything on the platform.
Ah, well,
Why did you think I was accusing you?
well,
Yeah.
because you mentioned my violin case in the context of the purse.
Apropos, may I have a look at your violin? It must be a very extraordinary piece.
Oh, that's not possible. It's a genuine granite.
I'm gonna find a
Very
way to look at
valuable.
your piece
Very.
of
And also
violin.
very sensitive.
What
came
could
out
harm
wrong?
it here? Light? Air?
Either
May I
open,
ask you to open the violin case?
either open
No,
the case, or
no.
I will hate you.
I'm not guilty of anything.
I'm afraid I have to insist.
Then I'm afraid you need a warrant. I will not stand back and let you rifle through my belongings.
I'm gonna rifle through your
Have a
belongings.
good trip.
Thank you.
Come here. Read it.
The violinist is uncooperative. I'm not authorized to search his belongings against his will and without a good reason. And he knows it. I have to come up with something.
Detective. Okay, give me a minute. I gotta go back, talk to a woman, then I gotta go frickin'. I don't know. Hold on. Let me get the box. Gotta put my footrest. London, 1964. An ancient ruby is stolen from the British Museum. At crime scene, a raven's feather is somebody trying to follow in the footsteps of the raven, the legendary master thief who disappeared years before. The Raven Remastered is a full graphical remastered of the classic whodunit adventure that lets you explore a thrilling crime story through the eyes of multiple characters. Key word there was thrilling.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes?
Can I have a hairpin
please
so I can unlock a
excuse my
key,
unusual
so I can unlock
request,
that
but
door,
Matt said
then
you
I can go
have
back to
some
the
hairpins.
Then I can go
Could I
back there.
borrow one?
One of my hairpins?
Kill me.
It's a long story. It would be a big help.
Well, if you really need one.
Go ahead, Mary. The constable won't do it any harm. Will you, Mr. Zellner?
No.
Of course not, madam.
Is this one okay?
It'll do nicely, madam. How very kind of you.
No, I want the other one. Yes, it's okay.
Goodbye, Mrs. Miller.
Goodbye, Constable.
I'm hoping it's gonna be slow in the beginning and then it's just gonna build up. Okay, I gotta go, before I get the keys, I gotta go knock twice, get a warrant, come back, I'll grab the keys, then I'll go unlock the door, then I'll go get the purse, I'll come back again. For fuck's sake.
Inspector Legrand was quite clear. I'm only to enter the freight car if there's news to report.
There's news to report!
Inspector Legrand was quite... I'm only
Shut
to
up!
enter the
Oh my god, I can skip things. Can I have a warrant to search a violin case? I wish I could be like an angry detective.
I'd better let him read his newspaper if I don't have any prep.
Got it. Let's go get the key. Get the bobby
And
pin.
suddenly, it's me who's the thief on the train.
Better go report it.
Oops. That was easier than expected.
I don't know.
Batteries, a toothbrush,
The
shaving
bear?
brush, but not the key to the compartment door. Just
No.
this one. Too small for the door, but it might still be useful.
No. There's not a key to the compartment in here, but there is a key. Yeah, it was,
Who'd have thought that one day butterscotch would remind me of my age and of all the things I had to leave
it was
behind?
stolen. The purse was stolen. Do I have to give her back her thing? Her hair pin, the bobby pin?
Mrs. Miller?
Yes?
Thank you for your hairpin, Mrs. Miller. It really got me out of a jam.
Oh, really? That's good to hear.
Oh my god, I have
And
to give
thank you for bringing it back to me. Not everybody would have.
I'm a Swiss policeman, madam. I couldn't do otherwise even if I tried. Goodbye, Mrs. Miller.
Goodbye, Constable.
Oh, she did not like me and I ate too much of the chocolate.
There are thousands of things I would buy. Nothing would an extra. Yet they say.
How do you shut this guy up? No, the violinist isn't the guy with the purse. The Baron. We got to get the purse to the Baron, which was in the next door room. I'm just about ready to just punch the living crap out of this guy with the freaking violin. I will open the door. First, let me try something. I'll give you some cash. I'll give you some pills. I'll stab you with the toothpick. I push circle. No.
Luna's drop. A glass. Luna's drop. A link. And because the most. John Surtees one make it too loud.
I don't want. How do I get out of this? Wait, you saw something? What was it? Was it my sanity? Please? You don't know. You say you saw something though. Alright. So use...
No, that's a totally different key. This one is made for a padlock. I need a...
Oh my god! On my right? Back in here? Alright. take the axe. Right, that's Matt over there. Hi, Matt. We looked at this. Examine the map. I don't want to examine the map. I've already done that. You'll say the same stupid crap.
I think the violinist is hiding something. But to be sure that Matt was right, I have to get a look in the violin case. How can I do that without the violinist's consent?
On my left, on the top. In here? Like there?
I need the right key or a proper tool to get the door open.
Oh, okay. I know.
The Baroness seems to have a special personality. I better not bother her until I find her purse.
Wait. Take a look on my door. Wait. I have it. The key was for that padlock over by those guys, so I can go get the key and or a tool. God, this game hurts. No, I don't want to talk to the doctor. I want to go to. Ow. It was for that small key. Matt, I swear to God, if you come here, I'm throwing you off this train.
That's it. There we go. This should help.
Okay, now I got the tool, I go back, and then I gotta go there, and then I gotta go shoot my head in. Oh, I thought this game was gonna be different. I'm hoping it's gonna be... This is like a slow build-up. It's a pair of pliers. I will cut each individual string on that violin. If you don't let me see it. You wouldn't dare try me.
I bet I could really get a grip on the bolt with these.
Well, come on then, hurry up.
Shut up. You're telling me.
Hello?
Matt, I swear to God, if somehow you got in here.
I barely left the window ajar.
Nothing to see.
Aww. My favorite hat.
Are you okay?
Hmm? Yes, fine.
Now everybody can see my bald head.
Do you have any idea why the door was locked?
I don't know. Maybe the constant vibrations caused the lock to lock itself.
You can't possibly believe that.
Well, then what's your theory?
The conductor could have locked it from the outside. On the other hand, it could have been someone here in the compartment who locked the door from the inside.
Who? And where have they gone?
They could have climbed out there.
I know.
Who would be that insane?
He's not bald.
You tell me, Professor.
He's just got a big forehead.
So, what are you hiding in your bag? What do you have that would be worth stealing?
No, nothing.
No valuables?
Certainly not.
Mind if I take a look?
Not on my salary.
It was enough for a first-class compartment on a luxury train.
That's my business.
You're playing a dangerous game, Professor Lucien.
And I'm playing a boring game.
I'd like to look around a bit.
Of course.
I like to look around.
I really wonder what the professor is hiding from me. But I can't just rifle through the luggage of innocent citizens. This is the 60s.
Innocent. This is the 60s?
No, nothing interesting.
hairline's normal.
The Bible, Grimm's fairy tales,
Swear.
Moby Dick, and gin, whiskey, and rum. All classics.
Really,
Wow.
alcohol is classics.
A very nice fountain pen. Pricey.
If you'd managed to decode hieroglyphics that boggled the best minds of the last 3,000 years, you'd have received a gift like that as well.
I'm just taking it. No, I want the pen.
Assuming there really was someone in the compartment, and he climbed out the window, where's he gone?
I have an idea. It's on the roof.
Professor Lucien?
Yes?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
Well, good.
He's hiding something from me. And
Everyone on this train is hiding something.
goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye.
You really wanted to get in your compartment to read. Fantastic. Well, at least Dum Dum is over. Betty! He won't let me rummage through.
All right, Matt. Tell me now.
I really...
The violinist won't let me check his violin case.
Of course he won't. He's hiding something. Should I distract him? Then you can have a look at his case.
You could have told me this. You could have been like, psst, hey, Constable.
What do you suggest?
I could tell him there's a suitcase full of money in the next carriage. If he's a thief, he'll definitely want to take a look at it.
I don't think he'll fall for that.
Or I could insult him and then run away. He'll try to catch me, and you'll have a chance to look in that violin case.
Now that I think about it, this is something I have to attend to on my own. It would be expecting a bit much from a little boy.
Little boy? You must be kidding.
Sorry, Sheriff, but your idea about distracting him is good all the same.
Just kick him in
no.
the shin and
So
run.
longer.
Will you shut up?
I think the violinist is hiding something, but to be sure that Matt was right, I have to get... How can I do that? Matt says the violinist put something in his violin. The question is...
The question is, I shall give him. Wait, how much?
The Baroness... I better...
Kid, just kick him in the shit and run.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, it's about time
you a few minutes ago.
Wait. Don't you dare. Wait, if he's back, that could trigger the cutscene to have him go to the violinist. Now where'd he go? He was just here. Stupid. Swear to God, the steward's in your room.
Professor Lucien.
How can I help you, Constable Zelda?
Godspeed, Professor Lucien.
Thanks.
The good professor, it will be...
Yeah.
The Baron... I better not...
I better not talk to her before until I find her purse. Yeah. Someone give me that kid's wooden revolver and I can hold up the violinist and be like, let me look in your bag. Where the fuck did he go?
I'd better let him
I'm not trying to talk to him. I want to go out the door. knock knock.
Inspector Legrand?
Anything to report?
Yeah, like no one can see your fat head.
I got Professor Lucien into his compartment using a pair of pliers.
Did you notice anything inside the compartment?
The window was open. Someone could have climbed out.
And the professor?
Acted suspiciously. He rummaged around in his leather bag.
And?
He seemed to have found what he was searching for.
Good. Good work.
Now, perhaps you could give me some information.
Yeah.
All right. We should...
What? The light's gone out.
Flashlights!
Don't have one.
Ah! Get off me!
There, sir. An envelope.
Ah.
My dear Nico, you should take a closer look at the box. R.
What the dickens? It's a...
Away with it! Take cover!
I'm going! Yep. Yeah, fuck the train! Hey, maybe now I can get in the violinist's case. Sure, cutscenes are good. Sure, this is where the action is in the cutscene.
Is everyone all right?
Yeah.
Are you hurt?
Wait, no, I need to retire.
Quick thinking. Well done, Zellner.
Better than what you do.
I think the tunnel collapsed.
Then he's trapped. Hurry, we have to lock the second exit.
Sir, there's a fire up ahead. The engine's burning.
It's a distraction. Hurry, block the exit.
But sir...
The fire will consume all the oxygen.
He's right, Inspector. A fire in a narrow tunnel is extremely dangerous.
Let me put it out. Give me something to do.
Merde. Go to the front of the train, find the engineer, and tell him to move the train out of the tunnel.
Yes, sir.
No, let me do this.
Are you ready?
What am I doing?
You have to uncouple the freight car. You understand?
I understand.
I'll see to the passengers. They should all wait in the tunnel. We'll check each one in turn as they go out.
Let's get to it.
Can I have a flashlight? I can't see anything. Where am I? I do too. Seriously. I can't. Where did my toothpick and
Pills
everything
for
go?
my heart. I'm supposed to take one if I have pain. I haven't needed them yet.
Oh. No.
Champagne. The finest. Maybe we'll open a bottle if we get out of the tunnel alive.
Candy, but
a lot was damaged but the boat.
Did I really do? Where do I go? I can't see anything. I'm just gonna climb off the train. Frickin' Raven. Uncouple. Let me guess. I don't have the right tool.
I'm sure I could uncouple the car if I only had enough light to see what I'm doing.
We'll go walk by the fire.
I bought it last week, secondhand.
Oh my god. This guy's worried about light.
The inspector... he turned the tables to... The wheels came off the track during the explosion. Even if...
Okay, so it's a slow build-up game. A very, 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 very slow build-up. Yes. It is 3 of... God dang it, I can't even see. Look out, no. Damn it, candy ball, no.
My God, what a fire. I hope Constable Oliver can at least reach the engine.
I want to see it sometime. Wait, by now I should know this train by hand. By the back of my hand. What?
Oh, pardon me. I did not mean to scare you.
What are you doing here, Doctor?
Legrand asked me to check whether there are any passengers left on the train.
Really? No one is here, except for me and you.
Excellent. Then I will continue searching at the front.
Did anyone act suspiciously before the explosion? Did anyone leave their seat, for example?
I was the only one on the train who wasn't seated when the freight car exploded. Thank God. Otherwise, I would have been caught by the blast as well.
You certainly were lucky.
Perhaps I was. What happened over there? The inspector said something about gas canisters that exploded.
He didn't want to scare you. The truth is, it was a bomb meant to kill him and the Bobby.
My God.
The Bobby?
An attack? But who would...
The investigations are ongoing, but first we have to get the burning train out of the tunnel.
Oh, of course.
How are the passengers?
They are in a state of shock, of course. The blackout and the sudden stop were frightening enough,
Wait,
but
maybe it's too
then
dark
the
for that.
explosion, the dust, everyone rushed for the exits. I was helping the American woman bring Lady Westmacott to safety. They are waiting outside in the tunnel.
Continue to search.
All right.
Doctor? Can you give me a few matches?
Oh, certainly.
Thanks. I'll meet you outside.
Do hurry.
Yes.
I should concentrate on...
No. Wait, what was that?
I should
No. There's a take thing. Please be like a candle.
A fine, but rather heavy curtain. The surface shimmers and feels smooth.
Take it. Let's go fight the fire.
Extinguisher earlier doesn't match the decor. I suppose that the railway company had...
Yes, take it.
It'd be useless against the fire out there, and it's too cumbersome to carry around. At best, I can use it here.
What are you... Oh, I get it.
Let's go.
Where are we going? Taking a chair leg. We're combining it with the cloth, and then we're gonna light it on fire.
Carling Black Label, a British beer.
Please. It won't let me light it on fire.
No good. Insufficient alcohol for practical purposes.
He won't let me light it on fire.
The last of
You're a meanie. I don't know. Oh, really? I think I was looking for a wooden... Oh, I was looking for light. That's what I was doing. I couldn't...
Ah, it's smoking and the curtain's turning black, but it's not actually catching fire. I don't know what kind of material this is made of. Something that's not easy to set alight at any rate. I'll have to try something else.
Oh my god, dude. The only way I can I have to unhook the train, but the only way to do that is if I have enough light, and apparently a match will not work. Wait. I know what will set the light. Use the violin. I'll teach the violinist. Why?
I don't see Legrand or all the same.
Don't you dare. I hope I have unlimited matches. So I gotta find something to put on that wooden leg, a cloth of some sort, to be able to set.
There's a pretty intense draft here. The fire is sucking up the oxygen.
Climb off the train, light a match, look around.
There's a noticeable draft here. Maybe it's because of the fire, or perhaps there's still a hole through which the air is coming. The ladder will be quite welcome. It will buy us some more time.
What ladder?
I'm sure I can uncouple the car if I only had enough light to see what... I can feel, but I can't do more without light.
Well, the bastard took the flashlight.
The coupling.
Wait, what if I wooden leg, cloth, beer, light? Damn, hurts my head. Give me a whiskey.
Whiskey, scotch, rum, liqueurs. Enough to entertain everyone on the train all the way from Paris to Istanbul. High-proof rum. Could be useful.
Yes.
Rum from Austria.
Alright. Wooden leg. Combined with cloth. Drown that in alcohol.
That should do it. I bought it last week. It was...
I don't need to know the story of your wallet.
The alcohol burns with a dim blue flame. It doesn't shed enough light and will probably burn out in a few seconds.
God.
Won't solve my lack of light.
You...
I'll have to try something else.
Are you kidding? Are you...
That should do it.
It better. Wait, didn't I already try this? Why'd I do it again? For God's sake. Hey, what if I just set the stick on fire? Once upon a time, there was a haunted mansion. No, I'm still gonna... You will all look like me one day. Ooh. That's scary. That's scary how it is.
I filled the bowl about a third of the way with rum. Phew, strong stuff.
Okay, I had the idea. I had a good idea, but I went to, like, if you hold your, are you talking about like your picture, like the account picture, or are you talking about like the background? Because when I did it, I went to, like, if you look at the top right of, like, when you're on YouTube, you hold that, you save the picture you want to your phone or your computer or something, and I'm on my phone, so I hit the top right, I hold down that, and I go to the little cog up there, I hit that, and I click on an account, and then it says update photo. And then then you pick the photo you want, and that will put your, it should put your new photo. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to sacrifice. I'm gonna have to sacrifice the wallet.
That should do it. Can't really say the fabric was eager to soak up the rum. I, on the other hand, soaked up enough in my fingers to smell like a drunk.
So you're gonna wanna...
That'll get me something like a Molotov cocktail. I want light, but I don't want it to come from a wall of flames.
Like, no, to put your picture. Like, go to, like, the home... God dang it. Go to, like, your home screen on your YouTube. Look at the top right where it says, like, if you click on it, it shows your name, my channel, time watched, and all that. But hold down that button. Then you'll see accounts, like how many accounts you have. And you click the top right, click on the cog, click on your account, and hit update photo. And then that's how you get a picture. At this point, I'm just gonna try it again. Just...
Won't solve.
What the Molotov cocktail thing?
I filled. Strong. There's a pretty.
Yeah, you already said this.
But I can't do more without light.
Look, game, I'm stupid. You're gonna have to tell me shit. Just go, Silver, do this. Give me the violin, I'll burn that. Alright. And I should see the photo. How the living heck do I get out of here? All I got is high-proof rum, a wooden chair leg, a rag soaked in alcohol. And if I combine them, it doesn't work. How the fuck? And the only other place I could go is this.
Even if I could set the fabric alight, how would I carry the fire?
With your hands. Do it. Oh my God. No, not out. My eye is twitching.
There's a pretty. Okay, what about
One chair leg.
Some matches, and half...
Wait, no. Rum.
I expect the rum will burn.
Rum. Pills. Wallet. Fabric.
Then I want light.
Wooden leg. Wrapped in a cloth. I am too, but this doesn't make sense. I do this and then it's like, no, it doesn't even work. High-proof rub.
The material won't be able to soak up any more alcohol. I shouldn't be wasteful. One.
Shouldn't be wasteful. I've used up like 12.
I filled the bowl.
That mixed with a match.
The alcohol burns with a dim blue flame. It doesn't shed enough light and will probably burn out in a few seconds.
What am I supposed to do?
Won't solve my lack of light. I'll have to try something else.
Oh my god, what am I supposed to do? I think we passed the good part about an hour ago. What am I supposed to do? I'm stuck. This... There's like nothing.
I shouldn't be wasting.
Shut up, you. Oh,
I bought it last week.
I'm gonna figure this out. If it takes me forever. Really? No. I don't want to go outside. There's nothing out there except fire. Yeah, there's the rum, and then the wooden leg, and then what if? No. Pills for his heart, wallet.
A burning match.
Oh, very clever, the constable. Go outside. Look at crap.
There's a...
I know.
I'm sure I can uncouple the car if I only... I can... But I...
Like how the music is so dramatic. And nothing good is happening. Somebody look up a walkthrough so we can get this thing done. I swear to God. At this point, there's nothing. Wait. Why does Silver get the hard job?
I broke the leg off a beautiful chair, and knowing the Swiss Federal Railways, they'll bill me for it.
Seriously?
Rum from Austria. Believe it or not, it's 80% alcohol by volume. There's no way anyone would drink it straight.
Okay, what if I...
I'll never set fire to the chair like using matches. I need a better plan.
What's the better plan? I'm open for suggestions. Like trying to go into other cabins. Makes sense. Game, why? Why you do this? Make some of my pills.
I want light, but I don't want it to come from...
Yes, we do. Help. Well, I'm determined. I'm stubborn. Okay, that tears it. Look at this point. Wait, what? Okay, maybe this. No.
Just as I expected, the alcohol burns with an almost invisible flame. I want...
Almost invisible flame. Okay.
I bought it last.
I don't.
I bought it last.
Her.
I shouldn't be wasteful. The alcohol.
Oh, for love of God.
I want pills. I bought it last. I bought it.
Just use the damn thing and throw it in the fire.
The flame is hot, but it's no use as a light source.
I'm lost.
There's a...
Wait, hold up.
Okay, I'll smear some grease on the curtain.
Why? If I knew that, mother. Go back up. Put the thing on the thing. Giving this game a fair shake. Nobody said, hey, there's oil on the stupid thing. Oil soaked curtain rag with that. We light that and then we put that over the fire.
I'm the god of fire.
You're the god of stupidity. Let's go. I need light. I can't get light. I'm the god of fire.
That's better now.
No, it's not.
Incredibly basic mechanism. The kind that
Please just uncouple.
won't budge. Too much tension on the coupling.
I hate you.
A lever on a pressure sleeve running along a thread. Aha! I can uncouple it with this lever.
Oh, do it, please. Just end this torture.
Okay.
Go back up here. I did it. Let's
There we go. Time to get out of here.
Oh, thank God. Ooh. It's okay, everyone. After many, many hours, we're saved.
Listen, everybody. Listen. Robert, What's the situation?
Yeah, I couldn't find the engineer, so I got in the driver's cab myself and released the brake.
All right. Good job. You too. Listen, please.
Matty! Where's Matt? Where's my son?
Relax,
Damn it,
madam.
Matt.
I'm sure.
Help!
He's in the train!
Matty! No!
I'm on the job. You're kidding me. You're unconscious from that. Matt, is this all a plan just because you couldn't get your revolver, or is this you pulling another prank, or is this your distraction to get the purse?
Matt, where are you? Oh.
No, no.
Matt, are you there?
Matt, are
Nothing.
Matt, you. Oh, the oxygen's
Hey.
free.
There you are. What were you thinking? Come out of there.
Is he gone?
Is who gone?
The man.
What man?
What man?
There was a man. He was coughing.
One of the passengers?
I think he came down from the roof.
Hey, we might be able to go on the
What
roof.
are you doing on the train anyway? Why didn't you wait in the tunnel with the other passengers?
I wanted to get my pistol.
Your pistol?
Oh
There's
my.
so many cops and thieves and explosions and everything. Then I need a pistol too.
Makes sense. All right.
Makes
First, I'll stop the train, and then we'll have a chat, okay?
You're in
You
trouble.
want to come out? Good idea. You stay put.
Anyway,
Hold tight, Matt. Damn, that makes things extremely complicated. The emergency brake.
I wanted my pistol. You wanted a pistol. Boo-hoo. Swear to God, if she's in here.
I can't get in. I presume the Baroness's luggage toppled over.
Either that or she's a really big lady and fell over.
You can hardly see. I don't know. If the emergency brake doesn't work, I'll have to try something else. Here goes. Ouch! Hot!
Let me guess.
I bought it second and you...
I don't care when you bought your freaking wallet.
An axe is for emergencies. If this isn't an emergency, I don't know what is.
Yes. Hey Matt, we're gonna have a talk. Come here. The violinist, we're gonna have a talk too. Break it down.
The handle is already too hot to touch. The handle is...
You mother...
Okay. We'll do it the hard way.
Yes. Not what I was expecting. Okay. Wait, in here. Don't mind me, I'm just rummaging through all your crap. No, I'm not gonna examine suitcases. I'm gonna take something.
tanks don't seem to be damaged. The water is still running. What? Couldn't you have just let it? But no, of course not. And now you... What are you...
Wait, hold on, what?
A large, soft towel. Very comfortable.
Take the towel.
I'll wrap it around my neck to keep my hands free. Professor Lucien, unlike... My situation isn't...
Don't you dare. Don't you...
I don't think there's anything...
There is something. He's hiding it. He's a fraud. Wait, maybe I can get some goggles. Put those on. Wrap the towel around my face. Head out there. Matt, I swear to God, you and me are gonna have a big issue. No! Fuck!
Matt saw something, but if I don't...
Swear to God, if you go out...
I suppose this handbag belongs to Miss... Aha.
Let me guess. Yeah. Matt, you're your stupid pistol.
Matt, look.
Thanks.
Cover me, okay?
No problem.
Yeah, cover me from underneath the table.
The engine and the coal tender are burning stronger and hotter. The airflow is... I have to decouple.
Not decouple again.
Jumping off is not an option.
No, we could try. Anything behind the bar? Yeah, I swear to God, if I get back to like the police station, and I hear, "Officer, why is your suit dirty? We're gonna have to deduct it out of your pay." I'm going to grab the real pistol and wave it around like you know you are not taking my stuff.
If I go outside, I don't want... If I go outside with a towel around my head, it'll catch fire due to all the sparks flying around. I don't want to risk what little hair I have left. A large, soft...
Wait, I got it. It won't catch fire because we'll put it in water. Water it.
Soaking up the cold water.
Alright, now we'll go outside with a towel so it won't catch a spark and light my hair on fire. What little I have, apparently. Alright, let's go. Get my trusty axe and we're going. I'm not looking out the freaking window. Okay, finally. Where's the towel?
That should do the trick.
he complains about coming out here without a towel. Now he doesn't have a towel. And so you get him a towel.
That's not just smoke. I can actually taste lumps of ash.
Why are you tasting ash?
It's time for my deputy sheriff's story.
We're still traveling at a high rate of speed.
I uncoupled the locomotive at full speed. Not bad, eh?
Do you think we'll get in trouble?
Because of the locomotive? I don't think so.
Because
it was
of you?
pretty old
Yes.
already. Come out so we can have a chat. I checked the entire train. There's no one on it except for us. What an adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me, what did you see on the train?
Well, it was like this. I wanted to get my pistol.
You and that damn pistol. I'm gonna throw it into the fire. Yeah, that's nice that you can see him.
And then?
When the guy was gone, I got up and banged on the window. I wanted to get out of there. But then I thought, what if the guy can hear me from the next car? So I got scared, and I hid again.
You did well. Are you sure it was a man?
Yeah, very sure. What else could he be?
A woman?
No. Girls can't be thieves. Girls are always honest.
If only you knew.
Yeah.
Did you recognize the man?
Well,
Have you met him
no.
before?
I don't think so.
Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
No. It was very dark and I was hiding.
Was he a tall man or a short man?
Just a man. I think he was a bad man.
Why do you think that?
He was sneaking around, even though everybody else was outside in the tunnel.
Maybe he just wanted to get his wooden pistol.
Oh, man.
Hard.
The envelope that the man lost, where is it?
I thought it might be important.
I think we should have a look. Some cash. An Italian passport. Blank. Very interesting. And here, a ticket for
the cruise.
What?
The cruise?
The tickets we have for the big ship from Venice to Cairo look exactly the same.
Interesting. May I keep it?
What do you want to do with it?
Take a vacation.
Thank you. Wait a minute. No. Come on. My first vacation, I gotta work.
It's evidence.
And my chance to go with you.
The ticket and everything else in the envelope are part of my investigation. And you
shut
have
up.
no part to play in Cairo.
I'm just going on
If I hadn't given you the envelope, you'd have no proof that the Raven's heir would be on the ship.
Ugh. The ship is his next chance to steal the eye. And he won't give up until he has it.
And that's precisely why you should let me come along.
No.
I'm going anyway. I got the ticket.
I deserve to come along.
What you did was extraordinary. Far more than anyone could have a right to expect from you.
And you still want to leave me behind.
You met our foe and barely escaped with your life. You may not be that lucky next time.
It wasn't luck.
You can return to Switzerland
Oh,
with your head held high.
You're gonna be
Enjoy
lucky.
your triumph.
I have not achieved anything yet. The Fiend tried to kill us, and he's still at large.
And I'm going.
What else did you find out in the tunnel?
Not much. After we came out of the tunnel, Robert and I questioned the passengers.
Which didn't turn up anything new.
No, the engineer and the fireman were missing. They were found a few kilometers back on the track. Both claimed to have been overwhelmed by a shadow and thrown off the train.
But you don't believe that.
I'm checking their stories. One of them may have been paid to eliminate the other one.
How could the Raven's heir have found out about the trap? How was he able to put the dynamite in the box and place the letter?
The dynamite was probably already in the box when I put it in the safe. I didn't check it.
You had no reason to do so.
It wasn't my only mistake. I knew someone was on the roof of the freight car, but I let myself be distracted by that damned letter.
How
But you
did
knew?
you know?
Too late. I should have reacted instantly.
I'm coming with you. Full stop.
The thief was able to place 10 sticks of dynamite in a cash box right under my nose. For all we know, you could already be sitting on the next bomb. You cannot come.
I'm coming with you.
But, Inspector...
No matter what you say.
We're here.
I have the ticket. He lets me have the ticket. So I'm going on this vacation.
Inspector Legrand, an urgent
What?
telegram from Paris.
Oh, that's for me. Okay, fine. Read my mail.
Bad news?
It's about the unfortunate events on the train. I'm to return to Paris and explain myself.
But sir, what about the eye?
They
I'll go in
want
this
to
place.
inform the Egyptian authorities that there might be a burglary attempt.
Might.
Egyptian authorities? What if the jewel is stolen at sea?
I know. I never received...
Oh, that's littering.
Keep
That's
a
a
close
fine.
watch on the loading of the eye, Robert.
Aye, sir. It was a pleasure meeting you, Constable Zell.
I'm coming too. This is my vacation.
What is the constable's problem with me?
I think he's jealous. Scotland Yard assigned him to assist me, just as you were sent by the Swiss authorities.
With the distinction that he may go to Egypt.
Robert is to accompany me at all times. Your mission was restricted to Switzerland.
At this moment, I want to be sent back to Switzerland just as much as you want to be sent back to Paris.
I know, but I'm walking on thin ice, and I can't carry you too.
And the second eye is in that safe?
Yes, an emerald. It's been kept in a bank in Zurich since the start of the war.
That's what you said about the
I
last
personally
time.
took it out of the bank vault, and Professor Lucien certified that it was the real thing.
And while a fake jewel was sent by train,
the real one was brought here in an armored car.
How is it protected?
You can only open the safe if you have 3 special keys. Professor Lucien has one, and Baroness von Trebitz, who's paying for all this, has the second. The third was sent by air courier to Dr. Abbas Mokhtar, the director of the Egyptian Museum in Cairo.
So, not even you could possibly open the safe before it arrives in Egypt.
That's correct. We don't want to make it too easy for potential thieves.
Commendable. I hope you're aware of the fact that you're risking your career.
Indeed I am.
Why do you care so much about this case? Someone pretends to be the Raven, and you promptly risk your career?
What if he's not just pretending?
What do you mean by that?
It's his handwriting. And there's only one person who ever called me Nico. Have you ever considered the possibility that I shot the wrong man?
But what do you mean by that?
Let us assume just for a moment that the person I shot and who fell from the roof was not the Raven. Who would have cared enough to uncover the truth? The chief of police, the politicians? No. They wanted to revel in a successful manhunt, and it was the best thing that could have happened to the Raven. The search for him was over. He had no reason to fear me anymore. I had so many medals afterwards that he could hear them jingling kilometers away.
And now he's back? And you're the only one who can stop him? Does that sound probable to you?
The feathers, the letters, Nico. No one outside the police force knew that the Raven used to call me that in his letters.
Policemen gossip, and there are plenty of forgers.
Yeah.
You can't seriously intend to stake your reputation on such weak evidence.
My reputation rests on something that I probably did not do. I have to find out who's behind all this.
Let's review. One of the two most valuable jewels in the world was stolen. Obviously, the second one will be next. And you suspect a legendary burglar who's been dead for 5 years.
Go on.
The second jewel is about to be put on board over there, in a safe that requires 3 keys. Our thief may already have the first key, the archaeologist's key, from the train. We don't know anything about the status of the second key, which was meant to be air freighted to Cairo.
We have to assume that he already has it.
Therefore, there's just one key left. The Baroness's.
Correct.
So, you'll need my eyes on board.
Look, it was probably
you can
in her
keep your
purse.
eyes open for me here on the wharf. I'd be most grateful. But when the ship sets sail, you will not, I repeat, not be on board.
You are not in
Inspector,
charge of me.
We're dealing with a dangerous man, and I will pursue him regardless of the consequences. I won't let you get mixed up in this affair.
It's still my decision.
No, it's not. It's mine, and I've already made it.
Why are you in charge?
Good day, Constable Zellner.
Yeah. Fang, I'm going home. Stealing his car. Oh my god, I walk everywhere. That's a gangplank.
I'll be marching up this gangway today, no matter
Gangway.
what. Someone has to stop that damn bomber before he endangers more people. In my younger years, I might have considered abseiling from the crane down to the ship, but those days are long past.
Where do I get the strangest feeling? We're gonna have to do that.
Amazing how much luggage there is for so few passengers, and I'd guess that 3/4 of it belongs to the women.
Why did you say that, man?
Fine car, but nothing compared to the young lady who owns it.
Fine woman. Dang it. Go around. Obviously can't go that way.
Constable Oliver seems to be a little simplistic. But I don't think he's a bad policeman. The way he reacted in the tunnel and got the train moving. Hats off.
Hey, you.
Hello, Constable Olivier.
It's Oliver.
I just wanted to say that you did a good job in the tunnel.
Thanks.
How did you know how to get the train moving?
I come from a family of miners, and my uncle is an engine driver down a mine.
I see. And you looked over his shoulder?
Yeah, best way to learn.
Did Legrand tell you about his theory? That it could be the real Raven?
Of course he did. We're partners.
But the modus operandi doesn't fit at all. The Raven wasn't a bomber.
We have the letter. And the feather. That's his symbol.
Anyone can put a feather in an envelope.
You would know.
What's that supposed to mean?
It was you.
What was me?
You put the envelope on the safe.
To blow myself up?
You threw the bomb away, and now you're the famous hero, right? And the Raven must have paid you.
Oh yeah, I'll let you do it next time.
That is ridiculous.
Is it? Only you and I and Legrand were in the freight car. One of us must have put the envelope on the safe. Legrand didn't. And I didn't. Think about it.
I'm not gonna think about it because I wasn't even allowed in there. I was only in there twice. So shut up, dick.
The sea is quiet. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to see the sights in Venice.
There is.
I bought it last week.
I bought it last week. I bought my wallet last week. I'm going up the gangplank.
I don't want to run into Legrand before I have something new to report. Otherwise, he'll send me back to shore.
Don't care. What am I gonna find here? Stupid seagull, shut up.
I'll take an...
What are you doing? Ow!
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting anyone to be crawling around on the ground in front of my door.
Don't worry about it, miss. No harm done.
That's good to hear,
You-
Mr.
Zellner. Anton Jakob Zellner.
You're tall. Oh, the heels.
May I ask your name?
Patricia Mayers.
Are you American?
I am. Could you help me, please?
Certainly.
Haha, I'm getting on the boat.
Are you on your way to Egypt?
Yes.
Are you on holiday?
My father works for a railroad company there.
And is rebuilding the country after the war. Wonderful.
Yes. Wonderful.
You sound happy.
One more.
Fred, what's in there? He weighs as much as a brick.
You're lucky to have a father who takes you to so many interesting places.
Oh, yes. Lucky me.
Aren't you interested in Egypt? The pyramids, the history.
I would have been more interested in a father who doesn't travel 300 days a year.
I'm sure your father regrets that he can't always be with you.
No doubt. And I'm sure he always wanted the best for me. But that doesn't stop him from thinking only about himself far too often.
Why do you need so many suitcases? Come on!
Bring my luggage on board, please.
Excuse me?
It was a pleasure meeting you, Constable Zellner.
Impertinent.
Wait, how'd you... Frick it. Not a bellhop.
Is the doctor afraid to board the ship? Hello, Dr. Gebhardt.
Chicken.
Ah, the hero of the hour.
The hero of the hour, but out of work soon.
Oh, you won't be a policeman anymore?
Yes, but on my old beat, which is almost as good as being out of work.
I understand.
Is your new job bothering you?
On the contrary, I wasn't sure whether I made the right decision until now. I'm from the Black Forest, you know. There are only mountains there. No ships. But now... the salty breeze, the atmosphere... I think I want to stay at sea forever.
Now who's
The
this?
sea is one thing. The passengers are another.
It will be okay.
What do you know about the Baroness?
Nothing really.
Did you talk to her in the tunnel?
No. Her butler was looking after her, and I was busy with Miss Miller. As you can imagine, it was a shock for her to see her son rolling away on a burning train.
That's understandable.
So, we were all glad when we heard about your brave deed.
Have you already met the captain?
Mario Di Conti. Heard of him?
Should I have?
His
He
brother
is
Luigi.
something of a star in Italy.
Yep, that's definitely
A war
Mario.
hero. In the First World War, when he was a young man, he sank more enemy ships than anyone else. In the Second World War, well, he had some personal problems.
You mean like the ones you buy in bottles and pillboxes?
Yeah, you could say that. Anyway, sending him into combat was out of the question. They gave him a supply ship instead, and he became a hero again. His ship, part of a convoy from Palermo to North Africa, was the only one that made it, with an extra 100 seamen who he rescued from the other ships.
Impressive.
To say his health is rather shaky these days would be an understatement. I think most of my time on board will be spent dealing with his numerous ailments.
Well, there's nothing left for me to do but to wish you a good trip.
Oh, you are not coming with us?
Unfortunately, no. I'm to go back to Zurich.
What a pity.
Take care, Dr. Gebhardt.
Oh, I just remembered. We found these in the tunnel. Are they yours?
I'm afraid so.
Strophantine. Do you have heart problems? Maybe it's for the best that you're not coming along. Too much excitement could be bad for your health.
You mean if I don't do anything, I'll probably have a few more years to live?
That's right. Keep your chin up.
Thanks, Doc. That's littering again. Who the hell is that? Is that a big Baroness over here? It is.
James? James! Where on earth are you?
Hello, Baroness.
Ah, Inspector.
Constable.
Poppycock. You won't be a constable much longer. When they find out how you rescued that little boy, they'll have to promote you to Inspector.
Very kind of you to say so, Baroness.
Look, about your purse.
I hope you survived the adventure in the tunnel unharmed.
Scandalous. You book a first-class cabin, and then you're walking on the rails. They wanted to bundle me off in a bus without my luggage.
The circumstances, madam.
I insisted on a limousine and didn't leave until all my luggage was recovered.
Really?
Did you know that the real Eye of the Sphinx wasn't even on the train?
I had no idea. Inspector Legrand seems to prefer to keep me in the dark, although I'm the one paying for all of this.
The inspector is ensuring the safety of the Eye.
Well, obviously. All the same, it was you who did the real work on the train.
I like her now.
I hope that the remainder of your trip to Cairo will be less stressful.
You aren't coming with us.
I'm afraid Inspector Legrand doesn't want my company.
Now, where's my damn butler?
Oh, God.
James, there you are. Is the inspector to carry my luggage onto the ship all by himself?
Well, actually... Baroness?
Baroness, can you hear me? She fainted.
No. No.
Baroness?
Again, harder.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Help me up.
Perhaps we should...
Now.
What did you see? Let me guess, the captain's your husband.
How did Dr. Gebhardt?
No, Doctor. Just a little moment of weakness. Your arm, James. Take me to the ship.
But of course, madam.
Swear to God, if I have to take off your luggage now, too.
That was no moment of weakness. She saw something that shocked her. Or someone. Very interesting. Especially since she doesn't want to admit it.
She's gotta love her.
That's a fine automobile. But not even a stately sedan like this can handle all the Baroness's luggage. She was lucky that the second and third freight cars weren't buried in the tunnel. Most of her things made it unscathed. Who or what did she see? Neither of them seems to have noticed what happened down here. You'll have a tough time with her.
Who are you again? Oh, that was a violin.
How does one get aboard without a ticket? Not brilliant.
I know.
But it's a possibility.
We're gonna do the thing you said. Hey, you say you were too old. Shut up! Stupid seagulls. Aw. Can I, like, run? Really? I was on board a ship, but I think I just walk up.
Oh, who do we have here? Signore...
This is Constable Anton Zellner.
Signore Zellner, I heard about your feats in the mountains. Welcome aboard the MS Lydia.
Thank you, Captain.
I didn't know you'd be taking part in the journey, but I'm glad to have you with us. I'll have a nice cabin prepared for you immediately.
Thank
you. The constable will not be joining us. He has other duties.
Oh, that's too bad. I would have loved to hear about his adventures from the man himself.
I'd like to accept your offer, but unfortunately, higher powers prevent it.
I am sorry to hear that. We are by no means full, and have plenty of room for one more passenger.
The constable just wants to have a quick look around and then leave before we set sail.
Yeah.
When will that be?
Quick.
In about 15 minutes.
There you have it, Constable.
I am staying aboard, Inspector.
May I ask how to get to the cargo hold?
Oh, Signori, there are much nicer places on board.
But I'm interested in the cargo hold.
Why is that?
One of
None
the
of your
trunks
business.
seems suspicious to me. Someone could be hidden in it.
You... You want to imply that the most brilliant and probably richest thief in all of Europe is stowing away in a trunk? That's not his style.
That's what makes it more likely that it's not him, but a copycat who's behind all this. And a copycat's style might include doing whatever it takes, like hiding in a trunk if they've lost the ticket.
Oh, come now.
Actually, it would be possible for a registered passenger to board the ship without a ticket.
What do you mean?
You can't buy a ticket for the Lydia at the counter. You book the trip in advance. We know the names of all the passengers. As long as a passenger is on the guest list, we let them board the ship. Doesn't matter if they have a ticket or not.
And did any of the passengers board without a ticket?
I couldn't say. We ask for a name and check it on the list. The tickets are no more than souvenirs for the passengers.
So much for your trunk theory.
Regardless of what you say, I would still like to examine the cargo hold.
All right, then, if you like. But we'll meet here again in 10 minutes. Captain de Conti,
we'll meet
before
here
we
in
depart,
20
I'd like to
minutes.
send 2 telegrams.
Certainly, Inspector. The cargo hold is over there. You can enter through a door on the forecastle. The horn will sound twice, 5 minutes before we set off. That's the signal for all the dock workers to leave the ship.
Understood, Captain.
Follow me to the
Understood.
bridge.
I
You
won't
can send your
come up.
telegrams from there.
My time is running out. If I don't find anything in the cargo hold, my cruise will be over before it even begins.
I'm not leaving. I'm gonna stay here.
Oh no.
There's not even a place to turn the volume up.
I'll give the opera glasses to the Baroness or her butler, James, as soon... Oh, what's this?
I don't know, I
Aha.
can't see. Thank God!
If I go now, it's over for me. Legrand would be adamant that I leave the ship. I can't let it come to them. That's the young woman's cabriolet. Apparently they absolutely had to take it to Egypt, at Daddy's expense, of course.
That's how it normally goes.
Hello? Come on out. The game's up. I'm opening the trunk.
I'm scared.
Hello? The shards are... Phew. I startled too easily.
Yeah. What was that? What the fu- Oh, for fuck's sake.
For who?
I ain't being silent. Damn it. Oh. Why you keep going back there? Huh? Good job.
Ouch. Damned. Ah. It would be best if no one found out about this.
No!
There's some blood and hair stuck to the pipe.
Motherfucker, hit me
I
with
really can't afford to lose.
You!
I'll hold it on the blood-spattered end. After all, we already know who the victim is. I can make out a corridor, but no details. The glass is too dirty, and there's no light in there. It's no use. The door seems to be locked from the other side. Unfortunately, I'm on the side without the...
Oh. Wait, but what's the point of tying me up? I wasn't doing anything. No! 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 How do I cancel? How do I cancel? No!
A detention cell for crew members? Or maybe for rowdy passengers?
Yeah, why did you tie me to a chair? That would have been better to...
The cargo hold seems to be used as a changing room for the crew as well. Or at least the part of the crew that doesn't do their work in white suits. The shot hit this crate. The question is, was the gunman actually trying to hit it? And if so, why? A chair is the last thing I need right now. I was sitting long enough over there in the corner.
It would have made more sense to put me in the detention cell.
Maybe the gunman just wanted to intimidate me. I can't imagine a more effective... It's too dark to make out anything inside the hole. I should take a closer look later. I bought it last week
I don't care. I get a feeling I was knocked out for so long. And they thought I went ashore. And now we're moving. Alright, now we'll go upstairs. We set sail, I bet.
Whoever locked the door is stronger than me.
Help!
I didn't lock the door when I came in. It's already dark outside. How long have I been unconscious?
Long enough.
Whoever locked... I should be careful. The gunman may still be nearby.
Bet you he's not. He is.
What are you up to, Zellner?
Oh.
I wanted to determine whether the gun had been fired recently, Inspector.
I mean, what are you doing on the ship?
I was jumped in the cargo hold.
Of course you were.
You said I could come
Here,
aboard.
Look, careful how you hold it. There could be fingerprints on the end.
Surely you don't expect me to believe you.
I was inspecting the trunk. I found it in the cargo hold, and it was clear that someone had hidden inside it to board the ship.
Some people are willing to go to great lengths to be a part of this journey.
Indeed. Whoever it was, they struck me on the head from behind with the pipe while I was looking for clues. Oh, and they shot at me as well.
Ridiculous. You wanted to come along, orders be damned, and so you found a way to stay here. I should throw you overboard.
I would have dreamed up something less painful.
Yeah.
True. That doesn't look good.
See? And there's a bullet wedged in a wooden crate down there. I don't have a gun.
The doctor should have a look at it.
My head or
Come
the
with me.
bullet hole? Okay, I thought I was gonna sneak aboard. But no, I just casually stroll aboard. What is wrong with you?
Inspector
Too
Legrand
much cake?
and Constable Zelna. So you have decided to join us on our journey after all.
So it would seem. We are searching for Dr. Gebhardt.
I'm just fine, Captain Conte.
Too much alcohol.
I'm in control. I can manage. Tell James he absolutely must wake me at 9:45.
Certainly, madam.
Absolutely.
I shall see that he does.
And now
That's James.
I shall return to my chambers. You'll be in the bar tonight at 10, Inspector.
If that's what you wish.
It will be spectacular.
Ooh, he's got a
I
date.
promise.
He's got a hot date. Once you're walking through a closet.
The fresh sea air, and perhaps a glass of champagne to many. But I'm glad that you decided to join us on our journey to Cairo.
It wasn't my
Not
choice.
quite voluntarily.
So he says.
I was jumped from behind.
Look.
No, that is...
Dr. Gebhardt should have a look at him, Captain De Conte.
Of course.
I really
Please,
want to know who the
have a
Raven
seat
is
in
now.
the saloon, Constable Zelna. I'll summon the doctor.
I'm hungry. Can we get something to eat here too?
Ah, Doctor, there you are. Our brave Constable Zelna was attacked.
Struck on the head.
Oh. Sit down, please.
Now,
Oh,
please,
I'm glad to
tell
see your
me
office
exactly
is
what
open.
happened.
I think you've got a stowaway on board. I was jumped.
Intolerable. I'll have the crew search every nook and cranny of
I
the
like
ship.
this captain. I really
And
do.
of course, Mr. Zelna, you are cordially invited to travel as our special guest.
Good to know that at least one man doesn't want to throw me overboard.
Is it bad?
Yes, it hurts a lot.
I spoke with Dr. Gebhardt.
He suffered a violent blow to the back of the head. I cannot really say how bad it is.
But I can. It really hurts. Why didn't anyone come looking for me? Didn't anyone notice that I didn't come back from the cargo hold?
We did search for you, but we couldn't find you.
Who was supposed to search the cargo hold?
Constable Oliver. I'll have a talk with him about that later.
I should hope so.
How many fingers do you see?
2.
3 fingers.
Okay.
Where are we? And what time is it? I
Just
must
at
have been
5.
out for ages.
It's just after 8 p.m.
You just missed dinner. But
Aw.
we'll all meet here in the saloon at 10 o'clock to have a drink together. Greeting the passengers personally is a tradition I will not break, even on this unusual journey.
You're all right now, Constable. The bleeding has stopped, and the wound looks good. You may have a mild concussion. You just need a good night's sleep. And tomorrow, your only worries will be a headache and an impressive bump.
Aww. Thank you.
Thanks.
That's a good enough reason to celebrate.
Yeah.
Enough about crooks and thieves.
Where's my drink?
From now on, you can start to enjoy your free cruise.
Here, here.
Inspector! What? A dark shadow. Upper deck, just now. Go, let's have a look.
Yeah,
I'll join you. Me too.
No, you stay here.
Do you want to make this an argument?
Come on, man. Wait a minute. You go fight the thing that hit me in the back of it. No, I want revenge,
Go
motherfucker.
to the Baroness and don't let her out of your sight. Zellner, you're coming to the port side. Doctor, you go to starboard. I'll start at the forecastle and work my way back to the two of you. Understood?
But...
Where's the doctor going?
Baroness von Trebitz!
She's passed out. Too much alcohol.
Hello? Baroness von Trebitz? Open the door!
Dr. Gebhard insisted on coming along, but now he doesn't seem to be sure if that was a good idea.
She's out like a light.
Are you okay, Doctor?
Oh, of course. Why wouldn't I be? It's just that... Well, I would prefer to come with you.
You heard the inspector.
Oh, I can move. Can I talk to dipshit over here? She's not gonna answer you. Aww. Don't put up invisible.
All right, Doc. I'm off.
Oh no, I'm not going on a manhunt all by myself.
I was about to say, if I get hit in the back of the head, please fix me again. Put a bandage on there.
Are you okay? Maybe you had better take a rest, in case the blow was more severe.
I'm okay.
I just don't have my sea legs yet.
Zellner, up here!
Come on. I think it came from up there.
I like that. Up here. I think it came from up there. No kidding.
Sure, you just wanted to get a breath of fresh air.
Oh, here we go.
Zellner, look who we have here.
Well, if that's not our shadow.
And our stowaway.
Spent any time hiding in a trunk recently?
Me do nothing.
He claims to be part of the crew. Just wanted to get some fresh air.
Of course.
Get the
Baroness
cops,
won't
dude.
open the door, sir.
Understood. Take him to the detention cell, Robert.
How come you're the only one that gets a firearm? This is unfair.
You were right. There was a stowaway.
Yes, but he can't be the Raven. He's too young.
Right, but that doesn't mean that the Raven isn't lurking here as well.
What was that?
A shot!
It came from one of the cabins.
No, the Baroness!
Oh no! Baroness von Trebitz?
You okay?
Baroness! Open the door!
Oh, that did a lot, buddy. Oh, sure, you get to break open a door. What?
Step aside, please.
We have a murder on our hands, gentlemen. Hurry, Zellner. The murderer still has to be nearby.
James. It was James.
There's practically no one on deck.
And
Anyone who's
Baroness
outside is a suspect.
room
This time
with a gun.
we'll get him.
Or was it a candlestick?
Zellner, are you okay?
Or a fucking bite.
Yes. Come on. We have to.
Zellner?
I'm down for the count too.
Merde!
I'm awake. Somebody hit the snooze button. I'm awake. Shut up. Freaking alarm clock. Hey. Somebody give the place a shove. What is wrong? So, we may or may not have 2 people dead. I am alive!
Ah, you awake? Sleep well, did you?
I didn't fall asleep voluntarily.
It doesn't matter. We got along just fine without you.
Fuck you!
Have you arrested anyone yet?
You mean besides the Arab?
He could hardly have committed the murder. You must have been with him when it happened.
We heard the shot on the forecastle. I locked our friend in the detention cell in the cargo hold, and then went up to assist Legrand. You were already sleeping the sleep of the just.
And you are a moron.
Any other suspects?
No. Seconds after the alarm went off, the decks were swarming with frightened passengers.
Yes.
There's not that
a
many,
clever
huh?
way to stay incognito during the commotion.
Hey,
But we still have our
Steve-O's in
primary
here.
suspect, the Raven.
You really think he's returned?
Well, I think that no one knows as much about the Raven as Legrand.
But still, it all seems so incredible.
I think it was James. He hated the Baroness.
I didn't pass out last night because of the blow to my head, did I?
Seems unlikely. Inspector Legrand thinks you were drugged.
I was
But
about to say, what
how?
did you put in
The
my drink?
champagne.
Who gave you the glass of champagne?
Captain De Conti.
No, I like the captain.
It should be possible to find traces of the tranquilizer in the glass.
That is exactly what Legrand is trying to do.
Without a laboratory?
Oh, he's got a lab. His cabin is packed with all the latest forensic stuff. It's quite impressive what the inspector can do.
A competent man, no doubt. And surprisingly well prepared.
And diligent. He's been at it all night with his brushes and tinctures and glasses and everything. Working like a man possessed. I wouldn't want to be the Raven now.
What's the state of play? How was the Baroness killed?
The Baroness was shot in the chest at close range. We'll know more once the doc finishes examining the body in the medical centre.
And no one saw anything suspicious?
No one saw a shadowy Raven leaving the Baroness's cabin, if that's what you mean. A lot of people heard the gunshot. Inspector Legrand wants to question the passengers again this morning, once they've all calmed down, and he's had a chance to examine the evidence.
Evidence?
I suppose that you and Legrand inspected the crime scene and the surroundings.
Of course, and we already hit the jackpot. The murder weapon.
Really? Where did you find it?
On the gangway. The gangway for boarding the ship folds up and hooks onto the hull when it's not being used. The murderer probably wanted to throw the gun into the sea. He casually dropped it overboard.
But it landed on the gangway.
Bad luck.
But Legrand and I were on the side deck right after the shot. There was no one there.
Maybe the murderer threw the gun away later. We recovered it in the early hours.
I think I'll look for Inspector Legrand now.
Do what you think's best.
You won't get rid of me. I'm here to stay, Constable Oliver.
Be that as it may, Inspector Legrand ordered me to guard the cargo hold with our special guest. That's fine by me. Inspector Legrand may be able to get by without sleep for days on end, but not me. It's not easy playing with the big boys, Constable Zellner.
No, it certainly isn't.
Now you get to go to the cargo hold. You frickin' butthole.
The cabin was sealed. I'm pretty sure the seal doesn't have any legal relevance here on the open sea, but I'm still dependent on Legrand letting me join his team. I better not blow it by breaking his seal without permission.
He's never gonna give us permission. I love how the camera is moving, like, with the ocean and stuff. Okay, let me go. I'm hungry. Let me go get something to eat. Food! Brum.
How wonderful. Sunshine and a blue sky above the Mediterranean Sea. It would be a perfect cruise day, if not for the murder. Did Edison have any idea what would become of his invention? I'd really like to lie in the sun and take a nap, but I don't have time for that at the moment.
Why not?
No, Jacob. Business before pleasure.
No.
Big, soft towels. I could reserve a deck chair with it. No, better not. These things made quite a racket last night. I couldn't hear myself think.
Can I interrogate the guy? Wait, I was knocked out. What do you mean? You can hear yourself think. I shouldn't have to press X to go through that doorway. It should be just like, oh, you're out here now. Bum, 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 bum. I shall go up front. Wait, where's the front of the ship? It goes back that way? Oh, for the love of... Yeah, which way? I think it was back the way we're going.
Curious. One can easily toss a gun into the sea from almost anywhere on the ship without being noticed. And yet, the murderer chose the one spot where it's not actually possible. I suppose the life jackets are stowed there, close to the railing, close at hand in case of emergency. We were here yesterday when we heard the shot, and it was also here where Legrand caught our stowaway. The grate must be part of the ship's ventilation system. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Are you sure?
This isn't a panoramic deck for visitors. There are pipes, steel cables, chains up here. You can smell the smoke from the funnel. I have no idea how the ship works, and I really don't care, as long as it stays afloat.
No, right?
A boat like this would also make a good hideout for a stowaway.
Yeah, if he comes out with a pipe again, I'm gonna hit him.
Why is there an axe hanging here? I suppose it's for chopping through ropes in the event that the lifeboats can't be lowered. Or they use it to enforce who's allowed on the boat and who's not. The ship's bridge. 2 men. One of them navigating. I get the impression that the officers keep things running. It seems like the captain concentrates on the passengers and the bar. There's dirt piled up in the corner. Down below where the passengers are, the ship is pretty clean. But the crew doesn't seem to care as much up here.
So where's Matt? Come on. Sleeping on the job.
It may not seem like it, but Constable Oliver is actually a very effective watchman.
What's going on?
The Raven just flew by.
What?
Or at least, he might as well have.
I wasn't asleep.
I understand. It was just a ruse. Any conclusions about a young stowaway?
Yeah, he's a bit suspicious. Foreign and whatnot.
I see.
Really?
Did he act suspiciously in any way?
No. The shot surprised him as much as it did me. Looked in on him earlier. Still seems to be asleep.
Covered with a blanket from head to toe?
Oh, he's still in there. I poked him.
Let's go in there. Are you in there? Poke.
May I go downstairs and have a couple of words with our guest?
Not. No, you may not.
Come again?
Inspector Legrand wants to conduct all the interrogations himself.
I'm sure he'll understand if I form my own conclusions.
He ordered me to guard the door, and that's just what I'm going to do.
How about a bit of individual initiative?
How about letting a man do his job? Or do you think
were
you'll
asleep,
be better at it?
stupid.
What do you think? What happened here last night?
The Raven broke into the Baroness's cabin, she surprised him, and he shot her.
What was he looking for in her cabin?
She was a rich woman.
Why did he lock the door?
Why not?
From inside? An impressive trick.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I know how he did it. I'm just saying that it was him.
Why didn't he leave a raven feather?
Are you serious? We'd have suspected him straight away.
But fortunately, we still did. Let's assume that the old Raven really has returned and that he really is responsible for all this. Who is he? Or she?
Oh, could be anyone. No one's ever seen the Raven.
He could also be paying someone else to do his dirty work.
Well, of course. It's a fact that he used to work with partners. They even arrested some of his accomplices.
But no one could ever identify the Raven himself. Some claims that they didn't even know that they were working for him. Fascinating. He could have hired someone with financial difficulties to set off the alarm at a certain time without that person knowing why they were doing it.
The man Legrand shot back then, he was a famous safecracker. He could just as well have been a henchman.
Or the real Raven. There's probably no better cover for a big thief than acting like a small one. I don't want to keep you from your duties any longer.
Good idea.
And it goes right back to sleep. What the f...
Constable Oliver brought something to drink. You can tell it's not the first time he's had to guard something. The stowaway surely didn't sleep well last night in the cargo hold, although his cell is probably more comfortable than my cabin, and more spacious. I wonder if this game is an advanced version of bocce. Maybe the inventor realized that it's difficult to play ball games on a boat, and came up with an alternative.
Aww, I can't get to the front. I'll do it here. I'm king of the world! There.
Salty sea air in my old lungs, wind in my thinning hair. If I hadn't become a policeman, I could have been a sailor.
What was that? Alright, let's go see. I just wanted to explore. I like cruise ships. Now let's go see. Since we went pretty much everywhere to the front. Let's go downstairs.
An evacuation plan? And some tips from the doctor for avoiding seasickness, sunburn, and the like. And here, a schedule of activities. A drink with the captain, a shuffleboard competition on the forecastle, and that's about it. A real barrel of fun.
Yeah, real barrel of fun.
An alarm like this one was set off yesterday. This one hasn't been set off. The security seal is intact.
Wait, if it's... Oh, I thought it had something.
That is Legrand's cabin.
Don't I need to go there? Knock, knock.
Come in.
Come in. Yes, dear. I'm in.
Ah, Zellner. Are you ready?
Good morning, Inspector Legrand. My head is pounding, but I think I'm okay.
Chloral hydrate.
Chloral what?
That's why you have a headache. I found traces of it in your champagne glass.
What have you found out so far?
The Baroness was shot in the chest at close range. We heard the shot. The murderer quickly fled the cabin and dropped the murder weapon over the railing later. A simple story so far.
Yeah,
but why was her cabin door locked?
Exactly. If the murderer wanted to make it seem like a suicide, he'd have shot her in the head and left the gun at the crime scene.
And if it was murder, why did he go to all the trouble of locking the door from inside? And how did he manage that anyway?
Especially since we arrived just a few seconds later and didn't see anyone.
I'm really hungry right now.
Something doesn't make sense.
They won't let me have anything on this damn boat.
It doesn't, and it's driving me crazy.
I feel so special too. I've been attacked by the murderer twice. I've been hit in the back of the head with a pipe. I've been drugged. What's next, a gunshot wound?
Did you find the murder weapon?
On the gangway on the side of the ship. I suspect the murderer tried to drop it into the sea. He would have stood close to the railing to let it fall unseen.
And since he doesn't know the ship, he had bad luck and dropped it right onto the gangway.
Indeed. And do you find that probable?
Not
or Mike's dog.
Bit. Neither do I.
Or Wolf. I'll still eat the corn dog. I'm fucking hungry.
What kind of a gun is it?
A pistol, a Luger 08.
Antique.
Manufactured 1,000,000 times during and after the First World War. Austrian model.
Never forget.
The owner is
Mike
David
Wolf,
Kreutz at the violin.
2019.
We found him tonight totally drunk on the bow of the ship. He confirmed that it's his gun, but he claims that it was stolen from him.
Wait, whose gun? I wasn't paying attention.
Nothing.
Repeat
but
yourself.
It's worth mentioning that the clip was missing 2 bullets.
And it's definitely the murder weapon.
The ballistic tests are incomplete. Actually, I've been waiting far too long for the bullet recovered from the corpse. Pay the good doctor a visit, Zellner, and see that he does his job.
Thanks, Steve-O. I'm hungry too. It's pretty much an hour, almost 5, so it's an hour before 6.
Do you believe the violinist?
He'll be the first person I question. He claims he can't remember anything from the last
This
few
game
hours.
has finally
Since
got
he drank
good.
a bottle of schnapps.
He was on the train and he doesn't have an alibi. His drunkenness could be a smokescreen.
The Baroness
He fits
got
the
murdered,
profile.
so I don't
He
have to
travels
return
a
her
lot, has
purse no
access
more.
to high society.
I'm in the clear.
Could be interesting.
I mean, no.
And this chloral hydrate?
Is a tranquilizer. Can be dissolved in alcohol. The effect begins in minutes and lasts for hours. Who gave you the glass of champagne?
You did.
I believe it was Captain De Conti.
If believing were enough for us, we'd have become priests, Constable.
It
Be
was
a policeman and find out for sure.
Understood.
Hey, you're a jerk.
You think that the jewel thief is the murderer?
Our friend would have needed another key to open the safe and steal the second eye, the one the Baroness was carrying. At least, that's what we implied.
What do you mean?
The Baroness was famous for her forgetfulness. I convinced her to give me the third key. It seems safer for the eye.
The thief searches the Baroness's cabin looking for the third key.
She returns from the saloon earlier than expected.
Surprises him, and he can't allow her to identify him.
He imprisons her until the coast is clear, and then shoots her.
And thus, the thief becomes a murderer.
But still doesn't have all the keys.
Wait. Okay, so he might have been in there searching for it. But if the Baroness saw him come into her, or in the cabin, how would she keep from, like, saying, like, who are you?
Are you sure that there's no bomb inside this time?
Professor Lucien locked it in front of an audience, and it will be opened for the first time in Cairo.
Let's hope so.
It would take hours to crack it, and you'd need heavy machinery.
Or the keys.
Or the 3 keys, that's right.
Do you think...
Do
you really think that the Raven is behind all this?
He wrote the letter that was on the safe in the train. Without the letter, we wouldn't have opened the safe and the bomb wouldn't have exploded.
But it doesn't seem like him, does it? The Raven was famous in part because he never hurt anyone, much less killed anyone, during a burglary.
It's his handwriting, and he called me Nico. No one else does that. I chased that man across Europe for years. It is him. It has to be him.
Wait.
But the evidence...
Enough.
I'll be on my way. I want to find out who gave me the drugged champagne.
Good idea.
Wait,
and get the bullet from Dr. Gebhardt.
Of course.
I don't get...
Inspector Legrand, are you okay? Maybe you should take a break.
I can sleep once I've caught the Raven. Goodbye, Constable.
Be seeing you.
How the... Okay, the captain gave me the champagne, but... Yeah, but the Raven...
Legrand is risking not just his career, but his health as well on his hunt for the Raven. He's working like a demon. Maybe that's why he caught the Raven,
demon?
and no one else.
Hey, all. Wait, but... Think.
I'm not paying for this trip, and that's a fair price for my cabin. It's rather... plain, shall we say.
So, if the Raven never hurt anybody before, why... Like, he's famous, and the guy was gunned down at... was finally shot. Why would he... Why would he go and shoot somebody now? Why would he go and do that?
A model of the Lydia before it was rebuilt. It used to be a freighter. The wide hallways, the cabins, and the saloon were added later.
Okay.
A pitiful attempt to make the interior of the ship seem less dreary. A bit of paint on the walls would have helped more, especially since a plant won't survive long without daylight.
Come in.
Hello, Dr. Gebhardt.
Hello.
And there's the next one.
Excuse me?
You want something else?
I'm still alive here.
I'm afraid I do.
What a first day at work. Well...
What's the result of your examination of the victim?
She's dead.
I didn't make
Thanks.
you work all night long, Dr. Gebhardt.
I kind of figured that out when I saw the bullet hole.
She was shot.
And the blood.
Point blank shot. Probably with a pistol. It seems like she was lying in bed. The shot struck her
yeah,
heart.
she was drunk.
She died immediately.
One shot?
More were
One shot, one
unnecessary.
kill. Oh.
And we only heard one shot, no?
And there's just one entrance wound.
Just one.
There was an entrance wound, so not an exit wound. Well, considering the fact that the pistol was old, it might have been that way. So, like it's an antique.
I am told that I was drugged.
That's how it seems.
What can you tell me about it?
Me? Why should that be my business?
Haven't you analyzed the glass?
No, I haven't. The inspector said he's the better chemist. I let him do it. That way I could at least concentrate on the body.
Okay.
Do you think the Baroness might have been drugged? She was very tired and unsteady when Legrand and I saw her.
Yeah, I heard about that. I must have just missed her in the saloon. And
Wait.
without having seen her myself, it is hard to make a diagnosis.
Of course. Can you say something about her general health?
She was quite overweight, and the butler said that she suffered
That was very
from diabetes.
obvious.
Despite that, she hadn't visited a doctor for several years.
Doesn't sound good.
Happens more frequently than you might suppose. Some people are scared of doctors.
I'm not.
And pay
I don't like
with an early death. It is possible that the Baroness wouldn't have lived much longer anyway.
Wait, so let me get this straight. She was in better condition than I was, but who knows if she was drugged as well?
Do you know whose glass I drank from?
What do you mean?
Captain de Conti handed me a glass of champagne. But where did he get it?
I don't know. Did you ask him?
I'm just asking because you were also in the saloon when the champagne was served.
Yes, but I only entered the saloon a few seconds before you did.
He got it from the bar,
I didn't
genius.
manage to get a drink myself.
Which, in retrospect, is lucky.
Ah, you're right about that.
Okay, so let's say the captain's at fault, but why wouldn't he just drug all of us, kill all of us, and then take the key, or keys, and get it that way?
Have you already removed the bullet?
Did Legrand send you? What is that Frenchman's problem? I already told you. I will get in touch as soon as I have it. That is also what I told the constable. who he kept sending all night long, once I finally got rid of Legrand himself.
Did he look over your shoulder?
Jesus,
He
lock the door.
probably wanted to take the scalpel from my hand and hack away himself. But this is my surgery, and I will not let amateurs interfere with my work.
That's understandable. How much longer will it take?
I have just finished.
Yeah.
Send my regards to His Majesty.
Thanks. I think that's it for now.
No. That is it for now, then, and later. I'm going to lie down for a few hours. Can you tell that to your boss?
But...
What? Oh, shove me out, you dick!
Could I at least have the key?
Absolutely not.
But if we have to examine the victim again...
Then the esteemed inspector knows where to find me. In my cabin. In bed. Good night, Constable Zellner.
Good night. Frickin' jerk. Knock, knock. Let the devil in.
Come in.
Come in. It's like you're smoking in there, dude. Come in, darling. I got the bullet!
Constable?
About the bullet. Here it is.
Excellent. Give it to me. As I suspected, a 7.65 Parabellum Luger.
Really?
Don't you want to examine it in more detail?
When I have time. For now, though, we can assume that we have the murder weapon.
Oh.
There can't be too many antique Luger 08 pistols on board.
May I
there
take a
could
look
be.
at the Baroness's cabin?
We already searched it thoroughly.
Sure. But what about now,
Pretty
by
old.
daylight?
Yes, fine, it can't hurt. Here, take this with you.
Is it the bullet?
Thanks. I'll let you know if I find anything
What'd you
important.
give me?
But only then, please. I'm very busy.
Of course. About the tranquilizer.
Do you know how you wound up with the glass?
Not yet.
Then you should stop wasting my time and get back to work.
About the tranquilizer.
Do you know how you wound up with the glass?
Not
Yes,
yet.
the
Then you
captain
should
gave
stop
it to
wasting
me.
my time
He
and
got it
get
from the
back to work.
bar. And I'm gonna hit you.
I'll be in touch if I uncover more clues.
Very well.
Do you know how you get the glass? No? Well, go away then. You're wasting my time. Oh, look at the globe. Never mind, I'm going in the room. Oh my god, would they stop sending me messages right
Lady
now?
Westmacott seems to be an early bird, but maybe that's just because of all the excitement. I saw a twinkle in her eye on the train. She's eager to be part of a real detective story. Lady Westmacott, already on your... Oh,
Constable,
Smooth.
don't you think before you speak?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No time for chit-chat. What have you found out?
We're still working on the case. Actually, I have a couple of questions for you.
Please, go ahead.
What did you think of our adventure on the train? An extraordinary story, isn't it?
I'm glad that you were able to prove yourself, Mr. Zellner.
Hopefully not for the last time.
I'm glad that everything ended well.
That's good.
I want to thank you sincerely for taking care of Matthew. I can't bear to think about something happening to him.
It all worked out in the end. Do you think that the thief from the train and the murderer are the same person?
I think the new Raven is capable of anything.
Legrand believes there is no new Raven. He thinks that the old one has returned.
He said that.
Do you think it's possible? Everyone thinks he's dead.
As a dramatist, the return of the Raven would certainly be delightful. A legend comes back from the grave for one last job. It's quite romantic. At the same time, though, I'd be disappointed.
Why is that?
I followed the Raven's career closely.
Dang it.
There weren't many burglars with such character and charm. His burglaries were clever and entertaining, but he was sloppy in London. He almost got caught, and I'll never forgive him for the affair on the train. No, I would much rather that the Raven stayed dead and had nothing to do with the burglary or the murder.
Who is the suspect?
What do you think? Who is our suspect?
Everyone. Or almost everyone. Everyone on board is physically capable of shooting someone, but who has the dark desire to take the life of a defenseless person?
One cannot read minds.
And one should not try. You have to collect evidence, traces, clues. That's what will lead us to the killer. It won't be like a bad crime novel, in which they introduce a new character shortly before the end who, surprise, surprise, is also the murderer.
Murderers leave evidence. They're nervous or unnaturally relaxed. They have to adjust constantly.
And because of that, they make mistakes.
All
This
right.
is your chance,
Good night,
Constable.
Stable.
If you find the mistake, you'll find your murderer.
Is it the guy that gave me the glass that's behind me?
Have you noticed anything related to the murder?
Unfortunately not. I was already in my cabin and missed all the commotion. Damnable old age.
You're telling me.
Oh, you're still young. At my age, you have to expect that you won't experience much anymore. And although I've written about murder so many times, I've never actually witnessed one. How exciting.
I doubt everyone
Exciting.
is so relaxed in such a situation.
Heartless is the word you're searching for, right, Constable? I certainly didn't want the Baroness to be murdered, but if I can't undo it, then I might as well enjoy it.
Sorry for all the messages as well. It's my friends, they just got up. There's one in particular name that starts with L.
What do you think of Inspector Legrand?
He seems to be as skilled as everyone says. Intelligent, focused. I had a chat with him yesterday, and he impressed me, but there's something haunted in his eyes.
I don't think he ever really stopped hunting the Raven.
Catching the Raven made him famous. What if he actually shot the wrong person? Unjustified fame
Wait, hold
bothers
on.
people, the good ones at least.
And you think he's one of the good ones?
Anyone who tries so hard to tear down his own memorial must be honorable. Or insane.
I have to be going, Lady Westmacott.
Please keep me informed, Constable Zellner.
Wait.
Of course.
Hold on. Where is James? Where is he? Oh my fucking god, stop with the messaging, please. It's weird. Once you get in messaging, he never stops. Hey. 2-ton.
The alcoholic drinks and everything that goes with them is top-notch on this ship.
I'm looking.
Fresh ice and tongs. They could be useful.
Constable Zellner, what is the meaning of this? Are
Meaning of
even the
what?
police light-fingered nowadays?
What are you talking
I
about?
need this tool for a criminal investigation.
Well then, why didn't you say so? So, how are you getting along? Can I be of any help?
Actually, you could answer a few questions. What was your experience of last night?
Oh, terrible. Dinner was fantastic. Everyone was excited about having a pleasant drink under the stars. And then this.
You were in the saloon all night long.
Yes, the captain, I have to care for my passengers. After you and the others rushed out, I tried to maintain a festive atmosphere. But when the alarm goes off, I lose the battle.
How was the Baroness?
She really surprised me. After she was so unapproachable at the reception and didn't show her face for the entire afternoon, I was afraid she was one of the bores and bourgeoisie. But then she arrived in the early evening in the best of moods. Already had a few, if you know what I mean.
Did she say anything to you?
She asked me where Legrand's cabin was. I told her, then invited her to come for drinks in the evening. I said it would be great fun. The whole ship will be there, and you don't want to miss that, I told her.
And then?
She seemed to like the idea. She smiled, and then left again for a few minutes. Then she came back and seemed very happy.
She came
we
back.
drank a toast to life.
But at some point she didn't feel well anymore?
She overdid it a bit. She suddenly started to swoon and almost spilled her drink. I asked her if she wanted to rest for a moment in her cabin. At first, she didn't want to. She definitely wanted to stay in the saloon. But then she realized that she really did need to lie down. We left together. You know the rest of the story.
I think it was James, the butler. Because think, who else could get into the Baroness's room? And where is he in all of this? You gave me champagne that was poison.
Did everyone drink from the same bottle of champagne last night?
There was more than one bottle, if that's what you mean. There were quite a few
Give
guests,
me a special
and the event lasted
bottle.
several hours.
The last bottle of champagne, the one the Baroness drank from, did anyone else drink from it?
Certainly.
We have reason to believe that the champagne was drugged.
Incredible. But wouldn't that have made everyone drowsy?
Not if it was only the Baroness's glass that was drugged.
I see. That's possible. On a night like that, many glasses are filled and emptied. There are several stewards, many guests. No one keeps track of every glass and every bottle.
A few drops in a glass?
Yes, it's certainly possible.
What about my glass?
The glass you handed me last night. Where did you get it?
Ah, I understand. You think your glass was poisoned as well?
Did you pour it yourself?
No. I saw that you weren't doing so well and wanted to rescue the situation. I took the first available glass and I give it to you.
Was it on the table?
No, I hurry over to you, together with Dr. Gebhardt, who... Of course, he had the glass in his hand. He was looking around for a place to set it down, so that he could examine you. I took it from him.
And gave it to me.
I'd like to apologize for that, but you look so worse for the wear, and I just wanted to comfort you. I didn't think of looking for you, you.
Hey,
so the doctor had the drugged glass in his hand. Is it possible to find out where the alarm was set off?
I'm afraid not. There are alarms all over the ship.
I saw that they're sealed. Can't we just check whether the seal is broken?
I'm afraid they're gonna be missing on a lot of alarms. You know, this is an old ship, and over the years...
So, you're saying that the alarms haven't been regularly maintained?
I'll inform the crew immediately, of course.
Of course. What can you tell me about the passengers?
Oh, not that much, I'm afraid. I wanted to get to know them properly at the reception. In most cases,
really?
I just shook hands with them as they boarded the ship. There are a few regulars on board, and after dinner I had a conversation with Mr. Kreutzer, a talented violinist, and Lady Westmacott. But you already know them from the train.
It seems like there aren't that many passengers on board.
These bloody airplanes are making our lives miserable. Can you imagine? Grown men prefer to jam themselves into a narrow metal coffins instead of enjoying the fresh sea air on a ship.
It's all about saving time.
It shouldn't be about how much time it takes to get from A to B.
Well, he's got a
But
point.
about how you
Saving
spend
time.
that time. What you experience on the journey. That's what it's about.
I'll get back to my investigations now.
Ciao, Constable.
Ciao. So the doctor had the poisoned or drugged drink.
This is the first murder scene I've ever set foot in. There should be a ventilation shaft behind the hatch. Usually a good way to break in and out undetected. But we're on a ship. The ventilation shafts are very small here.
They're very small. Then the person that had to be the Raven had to be very small.
The most unportable portmanteau I've ever seen. A portable bar is more like it. Must be hard work transporting this big, heavy thing halfway around the globe. And the Baroness was lucky that the other freight cars were only lightly damaged by the explosion. Another alarm. It was tripped at some point. The seal is broken. But there's no way of telling whether it happened yesterday or 5 years ago.
Well, maybe.
The notepad has the ship's emblem on it. I suppose all the first-class cabins have them.
What's going on? Okay. Oh, what the? Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. S-I-L-V-E. Silver was here. This is the pencil I took from the train. Well, I wasn't done yet. Fine.
It says, Inspector, be in the saloon at 10 p.m. There is a murderer on board and I will expose him. B. The Baroness seems to have known the murderer, and that means that the Raven can't be the murderer. He never killed anybody. Legrand probably never got the message, otherwise he'd have said something.
Wait.
These little sachets contain the evidence we've collected. At least the mannequin surely came with the cabin. Sunflowers. By Van Gogh. Can't be an original.
Wait, how does she
The
know?
portholes face the side deck. If someone climbed out of the cabin through a porthole, Legrand and I would have seen them. Apparently, the Baroness didn't have time to unpack her bags. Or rather, didn't have time to tell her butler to unpack them for her.
Wait, her purse? No, that was stolen.
A big, ugly, and impractical vase. If it had... A tape recorder. Must go with the built-in speakers. Probably part of the cabin's furnishings. The tape recorder is older than the hills, but it was once very expensive. Top of the range. And it doesn't come cheap. There's still blood on the mattress. The sheet and the blanket have already been removed. To analyze them, I suppose.
Probably. What about the tape recorder? It could have caught something, or she could have had it running. Wait, what's that?
Something's under there. Down feathers. Maybe from a quilt or a pillow. Nothing special. Although, it seems like one of the feathers was scorched at the top. Literally burnt. I'll take it with me.
Maybe they did put the pillow there and then try to shoot through it. Alright, so I think... Wait.
The door frame was damaged when Dr. Gebhardt kicked it in. The real question is, why was the door locked in the first place? Assuming the murderer isn't a magician, and the Baroness the murderer... So, the murderer must have still been in here when Dr. Gebhardt kicked the door in. Which is unlikely, because someone would have seen him. Or he found another way out of the cabin.
Who... There you are.
The Baroness's butler looks like he didn't get much sleep. I would describe his facial expression as worried.
Worried that he's not going to get a paycheck, or worried that she's actually dead? Let's see how he reacts.
Hello, Mr. Inch.
Oh, Constable, hello.
You look the worse for wear. It must be terrible for you.
Quite terrible. No one will hire me now.
Excuse me?
My mistress was murdered. Would you hire a butler who's been mixed up in a murder?
But if it turns out that you're not guilty...
If? But what if not? Who else would they blame? There are no gardeners on this ship.
I understand your problem. Under these circumstances, I'm sure you'd answer some questions that could help clear your name, wouldn't you?
Of course.
Yeah, where were you?
Did you notice anything suspicious last night?
No, sir. After the Baroness went to the saloon, I went to the forecastle. I was there until the alarm went off. I went to the side deck and arrived shortly after Professor Lucian and Miss Miller. We found you and Inspector Legrand there. You were unconscious, and the inspector asked us to take care of you.
Did you hear the gunshot?
No, just the alarm, sir.
You said you were on the forecastle. It sounded like the Baroness let you have the rest of the night off.
Not entirely, sir. One of the crew informed me that the Baroness wanted to be roused at 10:15.
Right. Why was that?
I suppose that she wanted to toast the success of the journey with the captain and the other passengers.
She hadn't intended to take a nap, then?
That was not her way, sir. She had a lot of spirit, shall we say, when it came to social engagements and a glass or two of champagne.
The Baroness's cabin seems to have been ransacked.
Indeed, sir, by the Baroness herself.
Really?
She was searching for something the entire afternoon.
And did she find it?
I think she did, sir, yes. She was in high spirits when she finally left her cabin.
You wouldn't happen to know what she was looking for, would you?
I'm afraid not.
I'm afraid not. God dang it, James.
Would you describe the Baroness as orderly?
Well, she always had a lot of responsibilities, sir.
That doesn't answer my question.
She used to take a lot of luggage on journeys, and I helped her keep track of it as best I could. She was always very angry when she couldn't find something.
What about the photos and the documents I saw in her cabin?
I really don't know. They were out of bounds to me, sir. Memories from the war, I'd say. They meant a lot to her.
The Baroness seemed to be pretty drunk the last time I saw her.
Is that so?
Does that surprise you? Did the Baroness not drink?
Oh, yes, she drank. It was no secret.
I understand. How serious was her habit?
Serious enough, sir.
Was she under any medical supervision?
Certainly not, sir. She adamantly refused to see a doctor. Like so many elderly women, she had a distinct aversion to hospitals and the like.
How long had you worked for the Baroness?
6 months, sir.
Only 6 months? I always thought that butlers stayed with their employers for decades.
Those decades have to start at some point, Constable. Her former butler wasn't able to fulfill his duties any longer. Gout, sir.
I understand.
I took on his duties and hoped for a secure position for the next 20 years.
May I ask what happened to your arm?
A souvenir from the war, sir.
Doesn't it hinder your work?
Yes, sir, obviously.
I didn't mean to offend you.
The Baroness had a soft spot for disabled veterans. I think she'd been through a lot herself.
I think that's all for now.
Please, sir, find the murderer. You have to clear me of all suspicion.
No.
An antique wooden globe. If Galileo hadn't asserted himself back then, this would be a flat disk now. No, I've slept enough.
Oh, that's mine. Come in.
Come in.
An alcoholic.
Constable?
It took you long enough.
About the tranquilizer.
Who gave you the glass of champagne?
It was Captain de Conti.
You're sure?
He doesn't deny it, but he also says that the glasses passed through many hands that night and that everyone had access to the champagne.
So it could have been anyone.
Maybe the question isn't who put the poison in the glass, but rather who it was they wanted to poison.
Smart. And who were they trying to poison?
Dr. Gebhardt? The captain got the glass from him.
An unconscious ship's doctor. That sounds like it would be more use to a murderer than a drugged constable.
You think so? Yeah. Did the murderer have reason to assume that his shot might not kill the victim immediately and that Dr. Gebhardt would be able to save her?
You're right. That's improbable. My ego is just searching for reasons for them to want to kill her, and not me. Good job, Zelna.
Nobody wants to kill you. Nobody wants to see you.
I found feathers in the Baroness's cabin.
Inspector.
Really?
Yes, under her bed.
I hope this is leading up to some information that justifies this interruption.
Some of the feathers are singed.
Show me. Well, you may have something here.
I think that someone fired a shot through a pillow or something like that, and the muzzle flash scorched the down.
Yes, possible. Try to find the pillow and we'll take it from there.
Okay. And then there was a note.
I was able to make the traces of a note on the Baroness's notepad legible. She wrote that a murderer is on board and that she'll unmask him. She asks the recipient to meet her in the saloon at 10 p.m. If we can find the recipient.
I was the recipient.
Monsieur?
When I entered my cabin last night, I found a message on the floor. Someone must have slipped it under the door.
Why didn't you say anything about it?
I didn't know that I was obliged to.
We are partners.
Not really. You're helping me out until we
Screw
reach
you.
Paris, because you somehow managed to remain on board.
But
I'll choose when and with whom I share information. You can accept that and continue assisting me, or you can spend the rest of the journey on a deck chair thinking about missed opportunities.
And none of this is by any chance related to the fact that the message doesn't suit your Raven theory. The Baroness knew the murderer from the past, and he was already a murderer when he boarded the ship. The Raven was always just a thief, not a murderer.
Careful, Constable. Are you accusing me of perverting the facts?
Of course not, monsieur.
Then let's get back to work. Good day, Constable.
I'll be in touch if I uncover more clues.
Very well.
So I gotta locate a pillow. Let's go. How much you want to bet it's not gonna be in the room? It's gonna be like in the laundry or somewhere else. But I'll go to the room, check. Bet you he took the pillow. Covers tracks. I'm not giving up. It's James that did it. James murdered her. He did it in the Baroness' room with a pillow. Actually, let me. Yeah, it's not here, but I think this is going to be it. The end of the stream. I don't know how long I've been going. But I'm getting tired. And my brain hurts from this game at the beginning. Ah, yes, that music. Nice salty sea air. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this live stream. And if you're new to this channel and you like this commentary, be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. But as always, this is Silver Viper 21 saying, I'll see you in the next video. Adios, everybody.